Well, also your clock is wrong. It's
I know it's all wrong. It's all wrong. This actually doesn't work either.
it looks fucking cool though. Yeah, that'd be weird, right?
Right.
Steve May, haven't seen you in a while.
What's up?
Not much. I'm trying to make a Waco show happen this summer. Not sure if it will happen or not, but around that date in Austin, we've got going to try to do the Thursday. July 17th is the show down in Austin, and so hopefully that week maybe do like a little 3-day thing.
Can you play at the Silos at Magnolia?
Silos at Magnolia.
Yeah, you'll get all the house moms.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's down. How far is that from where we play down there now, Steve? How far is Magnolia from there?
About 50 yards.
Yeah, it's right down there by
there. On the next block. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've never actually walked around down there, but
Chip and Joanna could be big fans. You don't know.
Yeah, they should be. You know, dude. I mean, now it's crazy. They have their own fucking network, man. Just nuts. So, and then Crazy Ernie is back, and dude, your beard looks so fucking good there, Woody. Son of a bitch. Looks like you trimmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the front style now, not the full style.
Got it. Did you get sick, or your daughter got sick, or you and your daughter got sick? What was the deal with on the during the 27th or whatever?
So my daughter had strep, and I was feeling kind of sick, and so we were like, we should probably just not go. And then when I talked to you, I was like, you think somebody deserving would want to go? And somebody finally texted me, and hopefully they were there whooping it up.
Yeah, there were.
I was gonna fly down there. I seriously looked up prices, and I'm like, no, it's too much from Detroit. But then I saw Woody's post. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should get a flight and go down there and take Woody's tickets.
Yeah, you could. That would have saved you a few bucks. But exactly. Next time.
Yeah, but I got to take it to the June 5th show, so whatever.
Oh, sweet. Well, yeah, man, that's gonna be ridiculous, and you know, I'm glad people are comfortable being around other people. I did not expect that fucking show to sell out, but it's gonna. And you know, I mean, you can have space if you want there at that venue, but quite frankly, not and see us.
Right.
I've been feeling like Amy and you guys will probably might end up taking me up on the offer to just watch from the stage at that show, so you don't have to be.
Yeah, that'll probably happen.
I didn't feel safe, but Squin said I have to go.
You have to go. Yeah, I understand. No, it's gonna be fine. It's shit. The CDC just said some shit today that like people inside don't even have to wear masks anymore.
Yeah, it's starting to go away.
Yeah. So and this is where you should get all your COVID news, by the way, right here on this program.
Right.
Coming in remote is Jason Aylesworth.
Jason Aylesworth coming in remote. Okay, guys. Well, let's play the game. You guys all. It's good to see everybody. We are. It's kind of weird right now. We're having a big storm. We've had crazy storms last couple of weeks. So hopefully we keep power, and hopefully Eric makes it. And if he doesn't, we'll see what happens. But here we go.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
That's the fucking best timing ever. It just all of a sudden erupted when I walked out. That's what happened. You know, it's like everybody's just kind of like, oh shit, there he is. Woo! Come on, bring it. Welcome to 5 Questions, everybody. Man, this is gonna be a doozy actually, because okay, so is Joey Bishop not coming? And what by I mean not attending the this game?
Apparently not.
Okay. Did you mean to have 5 on there, or is somebody sitting in for somebody else?
No, Woody can pop in whenever he wants.
Oh yeah, Woody can be here anytime he wants. The fucking boss. You're right. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm super excited about this because some of our favorites are on here, and man, back from wherever he's been, everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's been our longtime executive producer and supporter of the show. He's served overseas 148 times for the U.S. military. He killed Osama bin Laden.
Bare hand.
Killed
Wow.
Saddam Hussein. He killed Gandhi. And he
He comes
killed,
back in part 2, though.
He killed Anne Frank. He like Woody Chambers is here. Everybody. Give it up for Woody. How you doing, Woody?
Thank you. Sorry, I've been
time no-
absent. I've been on walkabout like Kane and Kung Fu.
Yeah, all good, man. All good. Well, we're glad you're here, and I know you're still getting adjusted to Texas. Y'all are getting all your shit worked out, so won't be long before hopefully we see you back in studio. Also, you know, one of our veteran and one of our best players ever. He's also, I think, may have played the most times, if I'm not mistaken. But John Hubert Gickler is here, everybody.
Yes, he has.
Woody Chambers, by the way, 18 attempts, 14 wins. It's a fucking incredible record. John Gickler still over 500 with 21 attempts, 12 wins. John,
So weird that you're reading it backwards.
well, yeah.
Because like I got confused. I saw the look on Woody's face.
Yeah, well, 21 attempts.
Oh, I know.
So he's tried 18 times and he's won 14. I don't feel like that's backwards at all. It's just backwards from what it's written down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, got it. Okay. And of course, now here's the thing again. I'm going to introduce Steve May because Steve's at 33%, 6 attempts, 2 wins. Give it up for Steve May. Everybody. We had him in the shitty pile when he only had played 2 times. I guess he had played 3 or 4 times and won like twice, and he's only got 2 wins. Jesus Christ, he's only played 4 fucking times. You know, long time buddy, and glad you're here. And of course, this is a big night, big night, guys. Zaldor is here, everybody, and 19 attempts, 4 wins. This could be a huge night. Not only he is going to actually.
Wait, this will be my 20th attempt, though, right?
That's right. So this will be you'll get your 2nd appearance plaque tonight, regardless of what happens, and potential to win your first 5 wins plaque.
That's right. I get 5 wins if I win tonight. Okay, Woody, you can just don't answer anything at all, Woody, please.
Up against 2 of our best players, and
Show mercy.
the captain of the winners team is here. That's all you got to be. All right, guys. Everybody able to write down your answers this evening?
Yeah, I got a piece of paper.
All right. I love it. Thanks for coming prepared. wasn't talking to you, Siri. Thank you very much. All right, guys. We will be talking about the movie UHF tonight, as you are aware. And I'm going to start the questions off for you. I'll ask you 5 questions, and of course, we will go on to the other shit that we do. All right, guys. In the movie UHF, how many locations does Spatula City have? Spatula City. Okay, kids, load up. How many locations do they have? My God, just the run on Spatula. People just it was like fireworks. People were so excited. All right. Let's see, everybody. John Gickler, what you got?
I put 3.
All right. Zaldor.
I put 1.
All right. Steve May.
I also have 3.
All right. And Woody Chambers. I can see the spatula. Is it shooting jizz? It is a jizzing spatula. What's the number? I can't see it.
Maybe it's the one.
Is it? Oh, it's a 1. I'm sorry, guys. They have 7 locations. 7. Visit one of our 7 locations, it says at the end of the commercial. I'm very can't believe nobody got that right. I'll make the questions easier for everybody as we go on. Okay, guys. Here we go. In question number 2, of course, will be about the movie UHF. In the movie UHF, what kind of fish does the lady win at first? What does the wheel of fish land on? Wheel of fish keeps on turning. Don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel of fish keeps on turning. Okay, Zaldor, what you got?
I said red snapper.
All right, Steve May.
Red snapper.
All right, Crazy Ernie. Red snapper. And John Gickler.
Red snapper.
That's right. You guys knew that one. Very good.
The game seems to flow quicker when Eric's not here.
It goes to what?
It goes quicker when Eric's not
Yeah,
here.
well, it's I mean, he would have been saying "fuck you, Woody," like half the thing until we got here to this part. All right, guys. Very, very good. All of you have 1 point, I believe. This is what's going on. All right. Fantastic. Okay, guys. Question number 3 will, of course, be about the movie UHF. This is a bit of a tough one, guys. Good luck. What is the name of the 80s comedian who plays a middle school shop teacher on the first episode of Town Talk? What is the name of the 80s comedian actor who plays the middle school shop teacher on the very first episode that we get to see of the show Town Talk, featuring our hero himself? Okay. Looks like everybody's written down their answers. Steve May, what you got?
Emo Phillips.
All right. Woody. He does not know. All right. John Gickler.
Emo Phillips.
All right. And Zaldor, what'd you say?
Emo Phillips.
Very good, guys. Wow.
That's impressive.
You have stumped the beaver. I can't believe that just happened.
didn't even
Crazy
take
Ernie's
his
not very
mic off.
crazy tonight.
He did not. Yeah, he just
He
fucking,
just shook his head.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just fuck it. I got nothing.
Move along.
Yeah, we could not do it. All right, guys. Here we go. Question number 3. No, that was 3. Question number 4 will, of course, be about the movie UHF. All right. In the movie UHF, we are treated to a brand new single for their movie, and single and video for a new Weird Al Yankovic song back when this movie first came out. What is the name of said song? He debuted a video and song during this movie, showed the whole video. What was the name of the song? If you're close, I'll give it to you just because I'll know if you know. All right. Pencils down, everyone. And we go to Woody Chambers first. Woody, what'd you say?
It's Money for Nothing / Beverly Hillbillies.
All right. And John Gickler, what you got?
Beverly Hillbillies.
All right. Zaldor?
I had the Ballad of Beverly Hillbillies.
Okay. Steve May?
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, sure. Hills, that is, guys. Very good. All of it. Fantastic job. Okay, guys. Here we are. Steve, John Gickler, and Zaldor all have 3. Woody Chambers has 2. That is something I would never thought I would ever say out loud. It's fucking
Or I would hear.
Yeah. All right, guys. Here we go. Question number 5 from me, and you must get this exactly right. What is the name of the food establishment at which we start this movie? What is the name of the food establishment at which we start this movie? After he's daydreaming while he's at work. What is the name of the food establishment? You must get it exact.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. Okay. Let's see. John Gickler, what you got?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I had Big Edna's Burger Barn.
Okay. Zaldor, what did you say?
I had Big Edna's Burger World.
Okay. Steve May.
Big Edna's Burger Barn.
Okay. And Crazy Ernie. Big Edna's Burger World. Guys, it is
Big Edna's Burger World.
Burger World is correct. Zaldor getting it correct. Woody making it a game where it seems like at some point we're going to toss a fucking coin. All right. That, of course, leads us to our next part. Now, Eric is not here, so it is time for Amy's.
I should have read through this. He's got some run-ons. Okay, U-62's chief engineer Philo is an obvious homage to what inventor who made many crucial contributions to the early development of all electronic television and held more than 300 patents in radio and film when he died in 1971. There's a hint.
Mm-hmm.
He also lent his name to a character on the animated series Futurama. I'll read it again. Does everybody want me to read it again?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. U-62's chief engineer Philo is an obvious homage to what inventor who made many crucial contributions in the early development of all electronic television and held more than 300 patents in radio and film when he died in 1971.
Okay, guys, I know this actually. I'm anxious to see. I think that people are going to say one of two things if they don't
Really?
know.
You have two ideas?
I do. Yeah. Here we go. I am going to start with Zaldor, who is in the lead. Let's see what he's got. He's shaking his head.
I did guess with Mr. Technics.
Okay, Mr. Technics. All right, Steve May, what did you say?
Tesla, also a great band.
Yes. Crazy Ernie, what did you say?
I said Alexander Graham Bell.
Okay. John Gickler, what did you say?
No fucking clue.
So I would have said also Tesla, but I think Edison would have been another good guess.
The answer is Philo E. Farnsworth.
Jesus God, nobody got it right. I've never even heard of Philo T. Fartsworth. Yeah, I really did. I thought it was Tesla. It wasn't that. All right, guys, we find ourselves in a very interesting predicament here. Zaldor is 100% going into the finals tonight and hoping to win his first win.
How does that happen?
Happening. Steve, John, and Woody are all tied for the loser spot at 3. And here is how we must first try and go about this. Sean is going to ask you one of his super hard questions. Hopefully just one of you gets it correct. If one of you misses, then we flip a coin to see who goes on, and so on and so forth. So, Sean, what are the categories for me to pick from?
Thank you. Food.
Oh, sorry.
It's time for Sean's questions, the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
Food.
Mhm.
Balls.
Okay.
Spoofs.
Let's go balls.
Balls.
Yeah.
Ready for the question?
Yes.
During the initial opening scene, which famous landmark does the boulder chase George past?
All right. So this question is for everybody but Zaldor. Which famous landmark?
I like
Go ahead
this
and
new
repeat it
version.
one more time.
During the initial opening scene, which famous landmark does the boulder chase past George? Or does the boulder chase George past?
Right. Sure. Okay. Let's see. Zaldor.
I didn't hear the question.
Okay. Here it comes one more time.
During the initial opening scene, which famous landmark does the boulder chase George past?
During the opening scene, which
famous landmark?
Which famous landmark does the ball chase George past? He got it. Okay, he's writing down, obviously drawing something. We'll give him a couple of seconds. All right, let's go. John Gickler, what'd you say?
The Sphinx. I drew a little picture there for Woody.
Steve May, what did you say?
I put the Eiffel Tower.
Okay, and Woody also said the Sphinx. What was it?
The Sphinx.
Sphinx is correct. Steve, I'm sorry. Did he not go past the Eiffel Tower? No. Oh. Yeah, I thought he did some sort of like a Roman thing too, but I guess that doesn't fucking matter. All right, guys. Well, you know what that means, Steve? That means that you are out, and I am sorry to report that. It does also mean that now we will flip a coin between Woody and John Gickler to see who will try to answer a question to win this spot from Zaldor, meaning you're going to have gotten 2 of his questions correct. John, since you can hear me, call it in the air.
Heads.
He says heads. The answer is tails. The answer is tails, John. I'm sorry. That means that you are out, and it will mean now that Woody will get to it. Does it comes down to our champion of champions versus the only player that's only one better than Vinny.
That's right.
I almost feel like I should lose.
Go easy on me, Woody.
Can't throw it. You can't throw it. You know how it is. There's no mercy. Okay. There's no mercy in this show. All right. So Sean, offer him the other 2 categories, and good luck to both of you.
All right. Other 2 categories are food and spoofs.
Food.
Okay, Woody. Okay, he went with food.
All right. George and Bob work at a fast food restaurant making delicious food that can be seen after the intro. If one would want to phone ahead to order food, what number would they need to call?
Did you hear that, buddy?
Is that are you asking for the number of Big Edna's?
Yes, the phone number.
Yeah, 450 fuck off.
Well, that's not right.
Okay, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Ladies and gentlemen, an historic moment has just happened. Les Zaldor just won his first winner's plaque.
Wow. 2 years in the making.
You're a 2-plaque winner tonight. How does that feel?
I'm speechless. Woody, your check's in the mail. Your check's in the mail.
You do so much better when you're making dreams happen. Yelling in the background the entire time.
That's right, exactly.
It was a hard-fought battle. Everybody stayed in it till the end, but Les came out swinging, getting one answer early that you guys unfortunately did not know, and that was the difference in the game today, guys.
That's huge.
Fantastic. And as always, guys, it's good to see you all. It's been too long. Hopefully, we will see you all before long. Thank you so very much, as always, for supporting this show. You know, as well as I do, that we couldn't do it without you. And, I know it's Monday night, but if you don't have anything going on, come hang out in the chat. I'm sure everybody would love to congratulate you, Zaldor, and make fun of you other three.
Yep.
Right.
What was the phone number?
All right. Oh, hold on.
What was the phone number, Sean? What was it?
Phone number was 834-2558.
Of course.
Are we sure that doesn't
Right. Yeah, that doesn't.
You were so close, Woody. You were so close.
I know. Just a number off.
Thank you guys so very much. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
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 That was funny.
Okay, guys. So if you're in the chat room, we are going to start a little bit late, probably 5-10 minutes, because Eric is on his way. He waited out the storm, so he should be here in about 5 minutes. So y'all hang out, talk to each other, keep each other company, and we'll be right back as soon as he gets here. Y'all.
Kellogg's waits for you. That spirit comes shining through, promising you a great day. How could you think of starting this bright new morning without your K-double-L? Oh, it's double good with Kellogg's. You'll have a great day.
Kellogg's has been making great days for more people for more years with more cereals than anyone. Corn Flakes, Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Product 19. Trust your mornings to Kellogg's.
Very best part of starting your bright new morning is Kellogg's way. It's not far away. Kellogg's will help you say there's gonna be a great, we're gonna see a place. It's gonna be a great day.
Jeans and tops from Sears are spring wardrobe essentials on sale this week. First, jeans that fit just $10.99. They fit your shape as well as your size. And you save $5. Add the all-cotton top, now just $6.99. Cool comfort and perma-press too, and you save $3. Jeans in western and cinch waist, tops in stripes and solids. These wardrobe essentials are on sale through Saturday at Sears, where America shops for value.
You got a date, skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's Ace. Face to face, face to face to face. See you at 8, skin's looking great, CJ's the place. Face to face.
Clearasil gives you great-looking skin, even close up. Inside, it kills bacteria to dry the pimple.
Clearasil's Ace. Face to face.
Outside, it soaks up all the excess oil.
Feeling first great, cause skin's looking great, cause Clearasil's Ace.
Clearasil, for skin that look great, even close up.
Face to face.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind. So you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, sitting. There's one pantyhose that's always spinning. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Kodak introduces the extraordinary Kodamatic Trim Print Instant Color Film. Unlike the ordinary instant print, the extraordinary trim print lets you lift off the image to capture the color just the way you like it. And now look how slim I am. I slip easily into places the ordinary bulky instant doesn't fit. So you can keep me in style here in your album with your regular pictures. You can trim me. Watch it. And I'm so thin you can put me where you couldn't put an ordinary instant picture. You can show me off. You can do all kinds of things with me that you can't do with an ordinary instant picture. Here I am, with the new Kodamatic Trim Print Instant Color Film.
Anyone can do extraordinary things, but he didn't tell you Trim Print is only for Kodamatic instant cameras.
You didn't tell me it's only from Kodak.
What?
You didn't tell him it was only from Kodak.
Extraordinary.
Thank you. Trim Print, the extraordinary new instant color film from Kodak.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
Get a little closer. Now don't be shy. You can get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry.
Only Arid has a patent on this formula that fights wetness. No leading deodorant spray stops odor better. And now Arid has a new baby fresh scent. It smells,
Get a little closer with the baby fresh scent of Arid Extra Dry.
Arid fights wetness and odor, now in a new baby fresh scent.
You're cool, you're crisp, you're hard to resist, you're bright, ooh, refreshingly light, ooh, you're Canada Dry. You're a singular style, you're a reason to smile, you're clever, you're neat, you're never too sweet. Ooh, you're Canada Dry. You tickle, you making me laugh. Oh, ooh, you're Canada Dry. Ooh, you're Canada
steak, just $3.99.
That's good news.
And new golden fried clams, also $3.99.
More good news.
Try our baked lemon butter scrod, just $3.99.
That is good news.
Steak, clam, scrod, just $3.99 each at participating ground rounds.
You get a whole lot more.
Go on, why resist it?
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste. Cool and refreshing, deliciously tempting.
It tastes like jello to me.
How can it be? Give in to the taste.
It's made with NutraSweet.
And it's only 8 calories.
Sugar-free Jell-O gelatin. Give in to the taste.
I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes me feel like dancing.
Sheer energy.
It makes my legs feel that good. Sheer Energy pantyhose look terrific. And they stimulate, refresh, and massage my legs. So I really feel like dancing.
Try Sheer Energy, because nothing beats a great pair of legs.
From the moment. Here's where it all started. The history will blow you away. Right from the arts, the symphony and the ballet. There's a lot to fit in. Right from the legend.
Are you the legend? Nah, he's the legend. Hey, I'm just marvelous.
Right from the hearts.
To be part of Boston's exciting new spirit, just call 1-800-858-0200.
It'll cheer you right up.
Boston is right from the start.
You're feasting your eyes on the 6-meal cake, Streusel Swirl from Pillsbury. Meal number 1, a fancy feast for your company. Number 2, a yummy dessert for your kids. 3, a breakfast cake to make you forget coffee cake. 4, a lunchbox cake that doesn't all stick to the wrapping. 5, the best break a coffee break ever had. 6, dessert the second night, still firm and fresh. Streusel Swirl, the sensational 6-meal cake.
Time takes you beyond the news.
Time flies and you are there. Time cries and lets you care. You understand the world we share.
This week, Time helps you understand the spoils of war, the diplomatic and human costs of victory in Lebanon and the Falklands.
Read time and understand.
Your cat is your friend and he depends on you to take good care of him. Purina Cat Chow. Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow. He depends on me for loving care, and I depend on Purina Cat Chow to give him great taste and nutrition.
Purina Cat Chow. You can depend on Purina Cat Chow.
Purina Cat Chow. Chow, chow, chow.
What a beautiful drink. Tap for beautiful people. Tap you're beautiful to me. Real cola tastes just 1 calorie. Tap what a beautiful drink. Tap for beautiful people. Tap it's beautiful to be so good and sugar-free. Tap.
If we lived in a world where all women were the same, they'd need only 1 shampoo. Clairol introduces 7 shampoos for the real world, where all women are different. Clairol Essence shampoos, each with its own natural botanical. Aloe Essence for extra body. Chamomile Essence for beautiful highlights. Ginseng Essence for conditioning. 7 Clairol Essence shampoos that make your difference beautiful. Clairol Essence shampoos.
there really is a Kentucky Fried Chicken school.
Yep, today we're making the Colonel's original recipe.
What have you learned?
Fresh chicken makes the best chicken.
And that we use 11 herbs and spices.
Oh, but that's the Colonel's secret. And special pressure cooking.
So it's always tender and juicy.
Looks like you've learned to make great chicken.
Only way to serve our customers right.
It's so nice to feel so good about a meal, so good about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Honey, you're going to be just beautiful tomorrow.
A Coke and a smile.
Okay, everybody, let's get this rehearsal going.
Makes me feel good. That's the way it should be. And I'd like to see the whole world smiling with me. Have a Coke and a smile.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4. Add a lively spring shirt for just $5.99. Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
And that's the 6 o'clock news. See you at 11.
The news doesn't stop at 7 o'clock, and neither do we. One station covers all the breaking news live. Today's 4. Bringing you drama out on the streets and in the theater. Excitement on the ground and in the air. On one station, the 11 o'clock news is more than just a repeat of the 6 o'clock news.
This is New England's Nightcast at 11.
Today's 4 Eyewitness News, where you don't miss a beat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Wow, thank you. My goodness. The crowd is freaking wild tonight. This is nuts. Whoever the hype guy is tonight. Rehire him, Sean. Welcome, everybody, to Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Coming off a Mother's Day weekend, I'm going to be completely honest and tell you that yesterday, I drank in a swimming pool for about 8 solid hours, and then, but I got an amazing night's sleep because I went to bed at 10 p.m.
Man, that's early.
With your shoes on or off?
Everything off, like a fucking American.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You didn't wake up with a dick drawn on your face.
No, not one.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be a weird, like, marital thing if, like, every once in a while you woke up and I drew a dick on your face?
There have
yeah,
been...
because you know it would be a really good drawn dick.
That's
like,
very
it would
true.
Be very realistic.
It would be very, yeah.
You wouldn't be able to be mad. It'd be a work of art.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't even wash it off.
Oh, man, I probably would.
When she signs
Just
it
because,
down on your chin.
I mean, that'd have been weird today because I took Everett to school, you know, and
Carline, hey.
his school counselor is the one that like let him out of the car today.
Oh, sorry, you hate
Yeah, you'll see him in your office later because of my face.
Oh, I'm sorry. His mom did this. Like,
yeah, just always putting her dicks on my face. Just can't keep her from doing that. But that's not something I think that's out of the realm of possibilities that would happen here. I mean, you guys have come in, raided the room, taken group pictures with me with my CPAP on, tried on my CPAP.
Who has done that?
That was
Casey and her barrage of party goers.
That was my barrage. Those were like the neighbors that we don't even hang out with anymore.
Yeah, that's why. Fuck them. They shouldn't have worn my CPAP.
Hey, lay off my CPAP.
Get off my CPAP,
This is
man.
mine.
Actually, I don't care.
That's how I breathe at night.
Yeah,
my
that
father-in-law
shit was
did say one day, he goes, hey, I just want to come by and try on your CPAP so I can see how it fits.
Give it a spin.
And like, I didn't know what to say. I was just, I don't know if I want you to do that. Actually, you want to put my CPAP on your face. It goes up my nose.
The sleeping trunk. You can't share that.
It's my sleeping trunk.
It's the same way Kelsey acts when I say, let me try on your bra.
Yeah. You know what happened recently is we went to Broken Bow with Amy and them and the Fishers as well. And so my wife forgot her toothbrush and which has happened a lot in the past, and I don't really have that big of a problem with it. It's not that big of a deal because quite frankly, we make out and stuff,
Yeah.
So she used my toothbrush, and then I'm in the bathroom, and it's its own toilet room, at the cabin.
This is a horrible story, I guess.
And so I'm in there, and I just hear, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right. No, just use Daddy's. It's fine."
Oh no.
Oh no.
And because Everett's was in the car,
we had to
and
go.
it was it was late. It was nighttime.
It's the right time.
At nighttime is the right time. And or was it the next morning? Whichever, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so it became a communal toothbrush.
Family toothbrush.
I don't like that.
No, it was real. I'm gonna be honest. The first time where I went to go use it, and I was like, I'm gonna run this under hot water for about 60 seconds.
I did that,
and I understand the logic behind it. My mouth has been on her privates and vice versa, not Kelsey's,
right?
But I don't want her to use my toothbrush.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah,
that.
just in case.
Well, her was such a kind of obtuse term at the moment, given the story. But yeah, hot water or just.
But
throw
the
it
bristles
out.
really get in there in between and
They
pick
do.
up some stuff that just doesn't get shared otherwise.
Yeah, and quite frankly, there's no telling what that kid's eating. I don't know. Shit.
No,
not shit. Yeah.
Maybe not.
That's bad for you.
Hey, so this happened before the podcast tonight. By the way, we're going to talk about the movie UHF, but I wanted to tell you guys a story. I was sitting there at the kitchen table on my computer, and Everett was outside playing. Casey had just got home from work, so she was, just in freshening up or whatever. And the dogs and the cat, they share a water bowl. And it's one of those that it has a whole big reservoir on it, and then you put it upside down, and then they just constantly have water. Mm-hmm. And that thing was empty, but the dogs were all up, and the cat was just messing around with it. So I thought, okay, I'll fill it up in a second. She's fine. It's not like she's gonna die of thirst.
But she did.
And now she's dead.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Lord, what a terrible story.
No, so she's messing around with the thing, and then she starts just like kind of pushing it over to the side, and I'm thinking, because Allie does that. My small the two big dogs, it's actually really funny. They just walk by it, and if it's empty, they just don't say anything. They just move on to whatever. Allie makes this huge deal. She's tiny, and she makes a huge deal about it. It sounds like somebody's breaking into the house, and she's 6 pounds.
Fill this water up
right now. I can't wait. And so, anyway, I thought, okay, well, the cat's doing that or whatever. And this cat, instinct is a motherfucker, right? I mean, it's a fucking weird thing because she just walks away with a fucking snake in her mouth. Yeah.
A real snake?
A real live snake had gotten underneath the water dish
inside
the house and was just down there. The thing was probably about 10 inches long. Little baby.
When are y'all moving out?
Did I not just have this conversation with you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That, I'm not going to be able to handle the whole snake in the house thing.
Where is it?
I did.
He got rid of it humanely.
I let it go outside.
It.
How did you? What did you do?
Face.
You picked it up
with a paper towel.
With a paper towel.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do? I wasn't going to, I mean, I don't really mind snakes, but
I would have killed it with a shovel inside my own house. It would have looked like someone got murdered.
Tile?
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been, yes.
It
I would have to get a new fridge and all kinds of
stuff.
stuff.
Why the fridge?
But because we was swinging
just going to destroy
everything
everything
around before I picked it up with a paper towel. If I was going to pick it up, which I'm not going to, but if I was, it wouldn't be with a paper towel. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I grabbed it with a paper towel.
I don't know what you do.
The cat looked at me like I was fucking crazy.
Yeah, because she wanted to play with it.
She really did. But it was funny because I just go, Lily.
She's been hunting every night for a year.
Yeah.
Waiting for this moment.
This is the thing. It's like those of you who know me, you know this. I am terrified of mice. And it's funny because I am one for a living.
Oh, it's irony.
Yeah, but and then I didn't think I was scared of spiders until the one that
Set down beside you.
the one that our child left for us as a trap in the middle of the white floor in a darkened hallway.
Even with explanation, he does not understand how well that trick works.
It was fucking it was like there was just this huge spider staring at us, and we didn't know if it was alive or dead. And again, quite frankly, big spiders can jump. So like if it was a tarantula, which it would have had to have been like a small tarantula, like I didn't have on any shoes, which is weird because I always have some sort of shoe on.
And he wanted to he's like, well, we'll just shut the door. I'm like, no, I can't just live here, and we can't just go to bed knowing that it's in our house.
I'm just gonna call the cat next time, I think, and just get the cat up there.
What's funny though is whenever he finally did, was it a broom that you finally got?
No, I just got some sort of something out of I don't think it was a broom. I just got something out of the storage closet that was long.
But whenever he did hit it, because it was rubber, it wiggled.
Yeah.
And he ah!
Yeah, it did.
Oh no.
It expected it to be but yeah, that's anyway, so now we don't have to be fearful of that kind of shit because apparently our cat is a flippin' ninja.
Yeah, until it's like one of those real big snakes around here and then it eats her.
Well,
What do you mean around here? Like
in our neighborhood.
Like
people are posting
very
pictures
large
of
snakes.
Oh yeah.
And
totally.
one of them was behind the water bowl one time, which is so weird.
They get behind the toilet. They get behind. I don't know why.
We've had a huge one in our garage. I mean, like 4+ feet. It was giant.
What in the hell is going on out here?
And we have ponds on either side of our street.
That's why we just have a lot of creeks and water.
They finally built like a retaining wall, but at one point, this is true, that there was a huge flash flood and the ponds all overflowed. And there was feet of water. Like me and a couple neighbors went had to pull out the little what are they?
They were blocking the drainage because
construction.
So they were trying to keep trash out of it.
So we're running out there to try to open these to try to drain the street, and there are snakes and fish just down our street because of the ponds.
Yeah, that was weird. That actually just came up.
Do you need me to walk you to your car this
evening?
evening?
It was 6 years.
It's been raining.
There's fish and snakes.
I know. Well, when it cleared up, there were fish in people's driveways and shit, just dry on land.
Yeah.
So weird.
Man.
Yeah. The catering trucks came around, picked them up, and they were ready to go the next day.
Fried that shit up.
Fried that fucking shit up. But yeah, we had a good Mother's Day. Casey, we had a good Mother's Day, right?
Yes.
Your mom's side of the family came over, and pretty low key. And then it opened up to the neighbors or whomever, and good time.
It was great.
Bada. Spent 8 hours in the pool drinking.
Eric, did you guys have a good Mother's Day?
10.
We did have a good Mother's Day. Eller was so excited on Saturday. He came running down the stairs and was like, "Hey, we got to go get donuts and we got to get breakfast in bed ready for mom and we got to do this and this." And I was like, "Well, that's tomorrow."
Yeah.
And so he goes, because he would wake up at noon if I let him, and I don't because he'll get off of his school schedule. It would be more amazing if Greer didn't get up at 7:15 every day.
True.
But he just told me, when Greer gets up tomorrow, you've got to wake me up so that we can go do all this stuff. And so he was super pumped because it's not his first Mother's Day. He's 6, but it's the first one where it was he wanted to do it. When we went to pick out cards and flowers and all that stuff, he wanted to choose it all, and I let him. And so that was really good. Now she's still sick with the hand, foot, and mouth, so that's not been great. But but otherwise as good as a hand, foot, and mouth Mother's Day can go.
Yeah,
it went great.
Right. So you weren't sticking her feet in your mouth or anything, right? So it's not contagious.
No, and it's bumming me out.
Her mouth, your foot.
But it's fine.
Amy, did you have a good Mother's Day?
Mine was great.
Now, you came over here for a little while.
Yeah.
But then you had to get back home because Derek had some plans to make you up a really nice dinner. How'd that turn out?
It was so good.
Yeah.
He made scallops and mushroom risotto and a lobster tail. It was so good. Oh, and creme brulee, of course.
Yeah, you can eat 2 out of 2 of those, Case.
Yeah, it was like I call it the Casey death meal.
Yeah,
because it's just a plate of shellfish.
You guys were leaving, and Casey goes, "Are you gonna make me creme brulee?" And I go, "I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck that is."
You have to have a little torch, don't
Yeah.
you? Is that part of it?
We
Does he
have one.
of those?
Didn't we buy one of those?
We have a torch.
We have one, but you can also, if you really need to, you can just put the sugar on top and then shove it into the broiler under in the oven, and that does the trick too.
Yeah, Burger King does that.
I've heard.
Jarrett made me an Uber Eats order.
Yeah, some Chipotle.
Yep. No. I don't remember what we had. Something. Oh no, we had some Italian food.
I was like, yeah, oh my God, it really was a long day.
Yeah, no,
I don't remember what we had.
We had some Italian food or whatever. So we had kind of had a whole spread out on the counter all day, so everybody had just kind of grazed. So yeah, but it was I definitely thought I was gonna stay up later than I did, and I'm glad I didn't. Sean, what'd you guys do? Did you guys have a good weekend? You were over helping your parents build an above ground swimming pool?
No, building a deck.
Building a deck on the above ground swimming pool?
Around it.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I'm sunburnt.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the time with your dad?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all get it done?
Like 90% of it.
All right.
I'm gonna go back next Saturday and finish it up.
Okay.
Okay.
But then I
Jesus
took
Christ.
Amanda out for a nice dinner for yesterday.
Right.
This amazing roast beef place. Phenomenal. Like they have all the meats.
Arby's.
I took her to Arby's.
Yeah.
Actually, I went and picked up Arby's because she doesn't leave the fucking house.
We don't knock that shit, man.
I love Arby's.
We fucking love Arby's. One time we were in New Orleans and just me and Casey just drunkard and shit and went into an Arby's, and we swear it was the greatest Arby's experience of our lives.
Yeah, everyone's like, ooh, where'd you eat? We're like, fucking Arby's. Like in New Orleans.
Yeah. It worked out great.
Yeah.
Was delicious.
When I was in high school, I went to the first Arby's that they ever made. And there's a statue of
Jeff
William T. Arby.
Yeah, Greg and William Arby.
This is an actual true story, and you can't make this up. You could, but nobody would believe you. As you go through Wichita Falls, you go. They now have just a highway that goes through the whole downtown area, and as you're approaching the downtown, just below there sits an original Arby's, like one of the original ones or whatever. And out towards the street down there, they have the original Arby's sign, like looks like a cowboy hat, and it's it lights up like Vegas and shit. And anyway, Arby's was going to tear that down, and the city of Wichita Falls petitioned and made it an historical marker.
Yeah, have fun tearing it down now.
So they can't tear down their old sign.
That's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. It is one of those things where, like, I will say that it was just, there's only kind of one way into downtown Wichita Falls. It's not very, it's not very big. And so you really, as a child, you drove past it a bunch. But I don't know. I mean, fuck, man. Progress is a motherfucker. I'm sorry that people are having to move off of Preston right now and shit, and they're having to sell their houses for shitloads of money or whatever and move somewhere else. But I'm ready for that fucking road. You know what I mean? Just knock the goddamn sign down.
Say Wichita Falls is just not the city of progress.
It's just,
you know what I mean?
Fuck, though. I don't know.
That's a real Wichita Falls thing to have happen, though, that the community finds one thing to rally around, and it's this Arby's roast beef restaurant sign.
Cowboy sign.
Yes, this fucking just roast
Is
beef.
it by the littlest skyscraper?
It's not far because nothing's far, but yeah, the smallest skyscraper in the world sits.
It's actually the littlest.
Sorry, the littlest skyscraper in the world.
Like
it was
square footage.
It was a scam.
It's 40 feet tall.
And it was a skyscraper that was built, and it's seriously the Spinal Tap thing where it was all in inches instead of feet.
But the guy scammed them. They didn't do it on accident.
And he
took their money
100% did this to scam him, and it's there. It's real.
Your house is taller than 40 feet.
No,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the world's littlest skyscraper.
I need to Google this.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I'll do it later when we're not doing a show.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay, we'll do it right now. Let's see if you can find any more information that I haven't already told you. Okay. Sorry, I'm yawning so much. I think it's because remember I was in the pool all day yesterday, and Drunken lunch.
The Newbie
And-
McMahon building.
Yeah. What does it say?
I'm just looking at the images right now, but yeah, it's just
Sorry.
oh my god, I hear me and it's terrible. Yeah, and it's just attached to the end of another building, huh? They just which was there first?
Not attached, I don't think.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it is.
I don't remember that part. I thought it just kind of
It just looks like your normal, like old downtown strip, of stores, and then just
yeah, it just sits there right at the end. That's
Huh.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know where we were because Everett interrupted us. But yeah, they went to like court and they were like, it was legally binding because he didn't lie. He just
it's 480 inches tall.
All right, guys. Well, we're glad you guys are here. Got a great show coming up for you here. I'm certain of it. We're going to talk about the movie UHF, and 5 questions later is a doozy. You guys are stoked. It is a you just aren't going to be able to leave the edge of your seat. It's
Well, with a movie like this,
Yeah.
you're going to want to tune in.
Yeah.
We're really going to get to the bottom of
Your penis.
your penis.
yeah, right. I love it. All right. Hey, we got some news from, and we love keeping up with our Patreon supporters and our viewer family. And so tonight we wanted to announce on the show that Mike Leblanovitz, aka Mike Florida, on the chat, and his beautiful wife Kathy are expecting in October 2021. Congratulations.
what if you were like, are getting a divorce? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
No.
this would be a fun place to announce
That'd be
that.
like the cameo breakup.
It is
You know?
mutual,
Yeah.
and they just ask for some privacy.
Both of them don't give a shit about the other one anymore, and they would like to move on. But feel free to stay Facebook friends with both.
They have
Yeah, until they will let you know when it's time to choose a side.
They are registered at Macy's.
They should have divorce registration.
You gotta buy all
They're
new shit.
registered at Macy's for Mike's new apartment because he will not be living in the house anymore.
He's got a denim comforter on there
Denim.
and a futon.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Xbox.
he's
Wow, that really took a turn.
he is leaving with an Xbox, the small TV from the kitchen, and the second toaster.
4 plates.
Yeah,
4 forks.
Yeah,
3 spoons.
Oh, that's
he took the small refrigerator from the bedroom.
Why is it?
And that's
why
what's
is there
in the
a
kitchen.
refrigerator in the bedroom?
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
sounds like something I need.
And you're talking about kitchen TVs like it's the fucking 1990s.
That used to be a
Those
thing.
Undermount.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that used to be a thing.
I remember the
4-inch
small kitchen
televisions?
TVs
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, because it wasn't always these open floor plans. Like you couldn't see it from the
Right.
kitchen, and plus there was no,
I remember my
internet.
mom watching the kitchen TV.
Yeah,
making
we had
some dinner.
always had a kitchen TV.
And you couldn't always go and get a 85-inch flat screen TV for $429.
No kidding.
Craziness. It's crazy.
That's the thing. They're free now. That's what I say all the time. They're just free.
We had a TV in our bedroom that just wasn't. It's not a smart TV, so it wasn't hooked up to anything. And it honestly took about a week of debating it in my head before I just thought, just go get a Roku stick.
Yeah.
You don't have to go buy a new TV, but they make it so fucking. I was just looking online, like,
Yeah.
for the size we need to sit on a dresser in the, like, it's cheap.
It's super cheap.
But
Yeah.
it's cheaper to get that little thing. So I put the thing in there and I hated it.
I say it all the time. There was like a full year where like we couldn't stop getting TV. Like we just kept acquiring televisions. You're like, stop giving us.
We were
free
giving them
TVs.
away to people and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please take
Take the TV, Carolyn.
That's party gifts whenever you leave.
Yeah, so good.
Thank
to
you for
see
And your
you.
puppy.
Take a 40-inch flat screen.
You did get a TV on your way, didn't you?
All right, guys. We are a Patreon-driven podcast. If you don't know what that is, it's basically Patreon is a way for you to help content creators continue to create their content. There's music and comedy and cartoons and all kinds of different things and things that you can sponsor. We're on there, patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. And each and every dollar that we get from you guys goes right back into the show. It's $1 a month to start, to get you to be a part of the winning team. $1 a month, not an episode. Some podcasts are by the episode. We are not. We are by the month. And when you get on up into $5, you start to get crazy unreleased content and so on and so forth. I do need to let you guys know that this is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. Our producers are all at the $20 and up level on our Patreon page, and they do consist of Ad Craner, Amy Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris the $12 million man Cranfield, Chris Jacobs, Chris Peacock, Colton Swartz, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Groundhog's Day Kendrick, David the original Murray. Oh, you added to my own bit.
No, you told me to.
Well, I was just gonna say the original because he's like one of our original.
Although
guys.
Lucy Murray said she's not cool with that.
Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, that's right. See, now you've hurt her feelings. Oh, it's erasing right in front of my eyes. Goddamn, technology's weird.
Whoa.
Dennis Hop, not to be confused with Dennis Hopper. Denny Chambers, Derek Smith, Diane Small, Dom, Surfing Bird, Petretta, Ernie, Soul Man McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Jared Spear, Jason Ellsworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Katie Tro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher, Lily Holohan, Lisa Sponsel, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, who is
Lucy,
now
the original Murray.
Lucy, the original Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, soon to be a daddy, Mike Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tim Chapman from Maine, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Matta, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Sfee Hurst. Give it up for all of our amazing producers. We appreciate y'all. All right, so this is an interesting movie. This one came out in 1989. I thought this was actually older. I do remember seeing it. I only saw it once, but this is one of those ones where my friends, I guess, quoted it a bunch because I definitely recognized there were definitely some lines in here that I recognized. A few of the gags that I've heard people talk about before, but I admit I've not seen this movie in a very, very long time. So I'm anxious to talk about it. 1989, PG-13 comedy drama, it says. Hour and 37 minutes.
Yeah, if you think the comedy's good in this one, the dramatic acting really
take your breath away.
Really sets it apart, I think, from other
kind
of like-minded cinematic features.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, excuse me. You're going to be surprised at this. This movie has about the same score on ratings as does Mr. Mom.
What?
Wrong.
Yeah. 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
What?
61% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not too far off.
That's 4 times higher than it ought to be.
Yeah.
And I chose this movie.
I'm pretty shocked at that.
Me too.
Same.
But you know what?
I thought you chose it, Jared.
I did not choose this. No.
We're on like a 3 week in a row films I chose, so let's stop doing that.
Yeah, please.
Else.
The budget was $5 million. They made $6 million.
That's right. Yeah. That's profit. That's money in the bank.
It's actually today that's $3 million. So yeah, they did good. And this movie has to have made money over the course of the years because it's a cult favorite. Obviously, Weird Al Yankovic sort of has this group of followers that's not unlike, the Bare Naked Ladies or whatever that are just like that. This is my guy,
It's like people who like licorice. Not everybody likes licorice, but the people who like it,
they fucking
fucking love it.
Are you
I don't think I've ever met anybody that feels that strongly about licorice.
Like the black licorice, I can't do it, man.
Sir.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Like Twizzlers, does that count?
Twizzlers is
No.
licorice. It's not licorice.
It's licorice, but it's like
licorice has to have that licorini,
Red vines or nothing.
Whatever the ingredient is.
We used to get this like licorice rope shit.
Yeah.
And you could, you'd have like a big long. You could whip the shit out of your brother
Yeah,
with
you
that.
could get those at baseball games.
Yeah.
where I was a kid.
Michael,
Yeah.
Michael Hutchins had a rope like that. But it didn't turn out.
Yeah. Well,
very
it was
well.
red,
He
at least
just
when they
wanted-
found him.
He just wanted some candy.
Yeah.
And to be choked during sex.
Sure. Now, Eric, you had obviously seen this before since this is your pick.
Yes, I had seen this.
This is another one you're like, what movie I've always wanted to see?
No, if early Dillo household was Star Wars and Goonies and Karate Kid, and then later was, I don't know, maybe the Chris Farley movies as we got older. UHF was right there because I was 12 when this came out and my brother was 10. So this was
The stuff you were and were not allowed to watch
I
is
know.
very weird to me.
But I think my parents thought that this was just, and it is just dumb, gaggy shit.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, but if you just show your kids dumb, gaggy shit without the complexity of sex or violence or profanity, then you just grow a bunch of fucking weirdos.
No, I totally agree. I'm not saying that it was right of them. I'm just trying to get into the mind of my weird parents at the time.
Then again, my mom took me to When Nature Calls in theaters with my brother because she thought it was about animals.
Speaking of movies that
it
your
not?
parents took you to, my parents in the 5th grade took me to the 10 o'clock showing of First Blood on a school night.
Rambo?
Yeah. And
Cool.
that's sort of timely because there's obviously the spoof of that here.
There is.
Yeah. So, Eric, you had seen this before, so obviously we don't need a pre-synopsis. Let's
Nope.
just figure out what the synopsis gods say about this.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
An unemployed visionary becomes the manager of a local television station. The station becomes a success with all sorts of hilarious sight gags and wacky humor. Wacky!
Whackity schmackity do.
Pretty solid.
It's
not too bad.
The correct synopsis of the movie.
Zaldor says that this was filmed in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It is.
If he had not left the Oklahoma area, he would have been in the movie.
Tulsa, Austin,
Oklahoma City, Seattle, San Francisco, too.
If you're talking about all the towns where rock and roll is just so kick-ass,
yeah,
how did Tulsa and Oklahoma City both make it into that song?
interesting.
Huey Lewis.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he had to have missed a couple, too.
Yeah. Chicago.
Did he not say that?
I don't think so. Seattle, San Francisco to
DC, Hollywood, and the Sunset Strip. No place that I'd rather be. Me, I like to see the
pretty
girls
all
of
at a quarter
to 3.
something. But anyway, just a brief aside.
And then he fixed the cuss word. Everywhere there's music, rocket music, they pack it with a lot of flash. But it's still that same old backbeating rhythm that really, really kicks you in the. Say the harder rock and roll is to beating.
That's a good gag.
That fucking album is so good. Huey Lewis and the New Sports.
Yeah.
That record is so insanely good.
I miss Huey Lewis in the news. I wish they'd come out with something new. I celebrate his entire catalog, even the one he did with the lady that sells the crazy bullshit on the internet now.
Oh my God, that's
Gwyneth Paltrow.
the goop.
Oh,
yeah, he did a duet with
vagina
her.
candles.
Yeah.
Vagina can asshole eggs and
Not the vagina candles you got.
No. It smells like her vagina.
Does it take the wax out of your vagina?
I wanted to get my brother one.
Oh,
of
is
those.
that like you put it in your ear?
Yeah, it
and
just sucks everything out. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
What is that called?
It's called an ear candle.
It's just what it's called, ear candle.
Yeah,
You
but
put
they
it
make
in
them
your
for
ear.
vaginas.
Vagina candle.
I'm in.
Yeah.
But do you have to sit like with your legs
Well, yeah, it'd be a hazard if you did.
You have to become a candle holder.
and legs up?
Call me a
or
cake.
legs back? I don't know what a vagina is, so I'm having a hard time picturing. But anyway,
Yeah. Well, same position that the girls in Thailand had to get to shoot the ping pong balls out of there. I'm sure.
Do they shoot them up and then catch them in their mouth?
No, they sort of shoot them all the way across the stage at people.
It's like
Why did the strippers give you the vagina candles?
And they because it was a gift. All of the strippers,
you know how strippers are.
All of the strippers at the lodge here in Dallas were really big Bowling for Soup fans, and they had someone. They had done some sort of a party, and they made vagina candles out of their vaginas, and one of them presented one to me, and one of them presented one to Chris Birdie.
But what
I didn't realize it was the lodge, but it makes me wonder if it was like one of my closer family members' vaginas.
No, because I remember her.
I thought you were going to say you know her vagina, and that's not it.
Yeah, I know her vagina, and that couldn't be it. Yeah, I used to ask it questions and shit like, did Ava and Lola come out of here?
Hey.
What? Oh shit, we hadn't said that yet, had we? Sorry. Whoops. Okay, so anyway, candle vagina stuff. No, the Gwyneth Paltrow one though smells like her vagina, she says.
No.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I think that might be a thing.
It was a thing, and they were like $75. You couldn't keep them in stock. I was going to buy my brother one for Christmas because he texted me, "Hey boy, you seen this Gwyneth Paltrow candle?
Hey, champ,
we got to get one of these."
Scoop.
Apparently, they got this Gwyneth Paltrow candle. Smells like her vagina. Anyway,
well, I don't like that.
What?
How do you know?
Yeah,
the vagina.
You
smell?
know what? You're right. I take it back. I don't know.
I bet
Gwyneth, if you're listening, I didn't mean to say that. I will happily smell your vagina.
Yeah, she's into some she's into some crazy shit.
She's stupid.
What, you think so?
I mean, she's smart that she can rip off millions of people for millions and millions and millions of dollars a year.
They just came out with a new dildo. I saw on
how dildo was it?
Okay, babe, I just added you to the wait list for the vagina candle. It'll email you whenever it's ready.
Oh,
thanks,
what
babe.
a gal.
Man, that's awesome.
Can't wait for you to get
Happy
that email
Father's
out of,
Day.
out of
Right.
nowhere.
Here's Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina scent.
Goopy candle.
You sure you want?
That's terrible.
Why
You
is
sure
it
you want
called
to? You sure you want to have it in the living room where we used to have Diva?
No, we have to have it up here.
No, I just want y'all to be able to smell it, or you can just give it to your brother.
What if one end is
We
a
need to know.
flashlight and the other end's a candle?
It's like fucking a flashlight.
It's like fucking a flashlight.
Well, it's like an 1800s flashlight.
Y'all get it?
Anyways, eel soup.
I
What?
got it.
I know.
Okay. All right, guys. Let's take a look at the first clip.
Come on, George, we're busy here. You know what the problem is? Nobody here appreciates a guy with a good imagination. Well, at least not the people at the lumberyard, or the miniature golf course, or Floyd's fish market, or any of the other places you worked in the last month, right? Yeah, well, someday they'll be sorry. They'll be eating breakfast or something, and all of a sudden they'll say, "Hey, we screwed up. We never should have fired George Newman because he's got imagination." Well, I think the fries are just about done. Oh, jeez, you better not let Big Edna see that. She'll have a fit. Big Edna. Big Edna. He's on like a broken record. Why are you so afraid of that pathetic tub of lard?
Get him, Edna.
It's a good start to a movie. That other actor, sorry, the guy's name is George. His actual name is David Bowie.
I know when it popped up there, I was like, I don't remember David Bowie in this.
So when you click on him, the first picture that comes up is David Bowie. And it's literally like on his IMDb. It's like the first and fifth picture are David Bowie.
Like in Ziggy Stardust makeup. And
I mean, there is one. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
That's not me.
I mean, here's the thing about this movie. This movie starts out, and they're doing the Indiana Jones spoof, and he cracks the whip, and the guy's arm falls off, and it's obviously a fake arm. And this is our indicator as to what we're in for the next hour and a half, right?
I mean, not 30 seconds later, a guy runs out of the cave and gets hit by a train.
Right. After they find the ancient symbol that's sticking their tongue out at him while with making the face, you know. And then
it means certain death for anybody who enters there.
When they do the when he climbs over the deal and it's the do not enter, severe tire damage signs, I full on fucking started laughing. And I don't ever laugh out loud when I'm by myself.
See?
And I lost my shit. I was like, that is fucking hilarious.
This movie, before we even get any further into it, was just like Airplane. They wanted to do a bunch of gags, and I don't mean it's as good as Airplane. I just mean they wanted to do a bunch of gags, and you have to tie it together with one stupid, flimsy ass story.
Sure.
If you think about the story of Airplane and none of the funny stuff, it's just, we've got to land a plane.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't interesting, and neither is this movie.
Sure.
But Weird Al was huge at the time. And so they just had to have a vehicle like a Saturday Night Live movie or whatever else to just tie these bits that go on in Weird Al's head all together. And if you only think about it like that,
yeah,
you can't ever say this movie is good.
Right.
But if that's what they were trying to do, they did it fine.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am not going to dump all over this one. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, it was exactly like you just described to me. It was like a Saturday Night Live episode, but it's like the gags were one thing, but it was also just the way that it was shot. It was just like every 80s movie, every 80s sitcom, if it just loose story, just bullshit television, Dukes of Hazzard kind of timing, is what it was. And to me, it just was super comfortable. And, I mean, there's a few of the things where it was like, okay, kind of roll your head a little bit, but I really enjoyed it. I can understand why I didn't like it when I saw it 30 years ago. Because it's not Airplane, it's not Naked Gun. They do take some of those liberties from here and there. But yeah, man, I it definitely again, there's a couple of fucking funny things on there to where it's like, I don't know, that'll find its way into my repertoire at some point, like the fucking spatula store and shit. Spatula
City, we sell spatulas.
It's so
and
good,
that's all.
so funny. But
it's not, the humor is not as clever or subtle as the other ones that we've mentioned.
Well,
that's the biggest difference, I think, is everything in this is over the top Weird Al ridiculousness.
He finds
but
that
when you're
treasure.
12, that's amazing.
He finds the treasure in this way of like how Indiana Jones and all these guys have found treasure in the past, and it's an Academy Award that he then uses to stop the wall from coming down on top of him. And that the symbolism of that is fucking hilarious. It was just like, look, we're fucking around here trying to make people laugh a little bit, So the Indiana Jones run is so fucking funny when he's running past all the shit. I think random green screen stuff like that is really funny. There's like, Airplane, it does that same thing,
Wayne's World,
yeah. Those kind of things are really funny. Me and Linus did that in the Morrissey song video. The same thing. We're riding a tandem bike, and at first we're like actually riding it, and then we're going on a roller coaster, and it's kind of shit like that. Yeah. And that shit to me is always funny if it's not overdone, and I feel like they made good choices here. And it was cool to see Long Duck Dong, who we talked about last week on the show.
Yeah, Getty Watanabe.
Yeah, he just like. What was it like? It's Beginner's Day, huh?
So stupid!
It's so stupid. And then just the karate class going on in the wall and shit falling off, and he just goes, "What time is it?" And then
a fucking fist through the wall
with a watch.
Now, Casey, before we go any further, Casey is unsure of what she actually watched. So,
yeah. I also made y'all watch Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I feel like I don't have a lot of it, but I don't know. I had a hard time holding my attention because there was so much going on. Like maybe like a tinier bit of storyline maybe would have held my attention, because I found myself like zoning out and coming back and going, fucking what? Like, where are we now? And who is this person?
Yeah.
But I didn't.
I think if you watch it again.
Yeah. Same. I mean, same as you. Like, I'm not gonna like shit all over the movie, but I had a hard time paying
focusing.
attention to
Yeah.
this one.
Amy, you
I think it's funny. I think I like Weird Al, so it's fine.
and he plays the same character that he plays in all the videos too, which is fucking Weird Al Yankovic. That's his thing.
I will say his voice was a little painful.
Yeah, and that's all kind of an act anyway too.
Yeah.
It's because if you see an interview with him, is yes, hello, I am Alfred Yankovic.
Now, Amy, Derek was gonna watch this with you.
Yes.
Did that end up happening?
He did.
Okay.
He watched it with me.
I could see him thinking some of this was funny.
He'd seen it before, though.
He had seen it before.
Yeah. And so how did it go?
I was a little worried.
Yeah.
So I wanted him to watch it with me because it's funnier if you're watching it with somebody, and especially him because
Yeah.
his laugh is the best.
And he likes Weird Al.
And he was like, yeah, I'll watch that with you. I remember that movie.
Yeah.
I'll take all the dumps on this movie. It was the worst thing. It almost ruined Mother's Day for me.
That was always next year.
If I didn't have creme brulee to eat through this
and lobster
piece
tail
of shit.
Oh my god, if you have to eat a lobster and watch that sounds like the worst fucking
Were you just sitting there just getting angrier the whole time you were watching it? Just like,
and Casey, same thing. It did not hold my attention. I was drifting, and we just stopped it and went to bed. And I had to fucking wake up this morning knowing that I had to finish this shithole, and I was grumpy about it. But I almost didn't finish it, but I did.
Did you almost laugh ever?
The only thing that I found funny was the Spatula City.
yeah, that shit was funny.
That was funny.
They sell spatulas. That's all.
Right. They get all
and if you
different.
buy 9, you get one for a penny.
Yeah.
Man, this was painful.
It's awesome.
There definitely some stuff that we're starting to get into, like, I even laughed at the Twinkie Wiener sandwich.
Looks delicious.
Because I was just like, I don't know. That's fucking funny because that is my life. That's something somebody on the bus would make up and go, just take one bite of this and tell me it's not awesome.
I had an idea yesterday to stop and get Twinkies and hot dogs and easy cheese to bring over, and then today the weather got crazy, and so I didn't have any time to do
This
that.
is like
But I
perfect
thought
Twinkie weenie
we could
sandwich weather.
Well, it's Twinkie Wiener sandwich season, really.
So
up until Labor Day.
Yeah, it's a rainy day.
There
thing.
are so this
Comfort
happens
food.
a lot. It's like if you can get like the sweet and savory thing inside your head,
Is this the muffin ham sandwich?
it's the muffin ham sandwich. You guys remember this, right?
Yeah.
Casey made me a ham and cheese sandwich on a blueberry muffin one time,
They were all very drunk.
and it was fucking wonderful.
Have you had one since?
No.
Don't.
I don't know if I've been that drunk since, actually.
Don't, because I want that to stay in your head.
Yeah.
I don't want it to
You'll
be
stay
ruined.
beautiful forever.
Yeah.
What's the thing in the morning at McDonald's? It's that concept.
Yeah, the McGriddle.
McGriddle.
Oh,
And that
those are
is good.
delicious.
And that's sweet and savory.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I love those.
so there is something to be said for that because a hot dog wiener is very salty, and then what? What are you?
No,
yeah.
it's the
So
creamy-
is a man's wiener.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Twinkie, it's
the creamy center
It's
that
the sauce that's different.
just sponge cake in there, but it's not overly sweet. And then you get the cream in there that actually might be kind of a cool little texture thing that happens.
It's the easy cheese for
Easy
me.
cheese might have lost me. I was wondering what he was going to put on there because I just assumed it was going to be mustard or like relish to make it gross.
Right.
But instead, he took a turn and he put fucking easy cheese on it, and it made me go, I don't know. I mean,
maybe.
I feel like I
It's
just
a
need
real
to like
mindfuck.
put it in my head that whenever we watch a movie and there's like a very weird food thing, like the hors d'oeuvres on the thing with and like all the different stuff, that I just need to make sure that we have it here to eat.
Yeah,
Agreed.
we should do
Okay.
that.
What
I
was
can
it?
commit to that.
We did that movie Chef, and
Okay, I can't fucking
We'll-
do that.
We'll phone in a friend. Derek will come in.
Oh,
and
they
just-
made the Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah, buddy made
oh,
the
man.
Cubans.
Yeah, let me make some fucking chef worthy.
foie
No,
gras.
I'm saying I will put easy cheese on a Twinkie for you.
Well, you know what? You can't really commit.
Although
You-
Chef Joey did. Chef Joey brought
He did.
Cubans for us.
That was for
one.
Chef.
Yeah. What did I just fucking say?
Sorry, I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I was-
Sean, you got my back, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, your back's good.
Okay, I will do my best to make that happen.
The only problem, Casey, is
Was that a burp?
you finished the movie about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, I have put together way more complicated things in less time.
Yeah, she could totally
True
do
story. Yeah, yeah. By the way, I discovered something today. So we order our groceries through Kroger and get it delivered. And again, don't ever fuck with me about it. You pay for convenience. Those people need jobs too. My fucking time is worth more than me going.
Just blame COVID. That's all you gotta do.
I don't need to be fucked with about getting my groceries.
Who does that?
COVID.
Because of COVID.
Who fucks with you about it?
People.
All haters.
Fucking haters.
Anyway,
Grocery haters.
so today though, I ordered some because I started my diet today, and I'm already feeling good about it. 1 day in,
Whoop, whoop.
feeling pretty good about it. And but I needed to get some of these wraps that I like that you can only get from Costco. And I don't go to Costco, but I got on this Instacart.
Yeah.
And they'll do your Costco run for you, and it's here within 2 hours.
Kelsey, on occasion, has done some Instacarting for people and hates it.
Do you have to do like a membership for Instacart, right?
No, you just sign
You
up for it.
don't? Oh,
It's the same as
But
like
I've never done it
The
before.
Kroger deliveries.
And you don't have
you have to have a Costco
Oh,
membership.
Okay, I was going to
Yeah.
say that's a nice workaround.
You enter in your Costco number, and then basically
But they're not gonna
Costco
check.
packs it up for you, and they just go pick it up.
Man,
That's
that's
awesome.
rad.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I don't think I ever got to go back to Costco again.
Thank God.
That
Because
makes me happy.
really
that
have to
place
go anywhere.
fucking sucks.
But can we go to the stuff
I
department?
disagree.
I like the stuff
Can we
department.
just
I
do
do
that
too.
and
Right.
then leave now?
We like the left-hand side.
The stuff department is rad.
It's awesome.
I don't need a 94 pack of Country Time lemonade,
No.
but I might need
You
a
need
new
a
knife
rose
set
bush.
Yeah.
or
A flat iron.
6 flashlights.
900 pens.
yeah,
100%.
Post-its.
Absolutely.
a 4-pack of those
A watch.
little green egg
Another
barbecue
TV.
things.
And a couch.
A lawn
and
chair.
a couch.
Yeah.
A
Glasses.
pool float.
While I get my tires changed,
Diamond ring.
See? All of that shit.
iPod,
Flash drives.
video, second
You know?
generation.
Like shop towels for the garage.
I'm telling you,
And
yeah, you're
75
right.
croissants.
That side of the store,
Women's gummy vitamins.
I could spend $10,000.
We walk every aisle of that side when we go. And then we get about halfway into the food section, and both of us are fucking anxious. But I could make it.
I just want to cry.
But
when we get
she's
that
ready to
point.
get the fuck out of there.
And
Like,
some of that shit ain't any cheaper than what you can get
That's
at
true.
Walmart.
No.
Like paper towels and stuff. We look at it and I go, wait a second.
Amazon
That's
subscription.
stuff-
That's the key.
Yeah, that stuff was. I mean, that place is the shit for like diapers. That was pretty much like
Yeah.
the big deal was
Diapers are
diapers.
good,
Yeah.
but they didn't carry the brand we used for Greer for a long time, so we couldn't get them there. But yeah, you're right. We have a Sam's and a Costco membership.
Okay.
So, okay.
Yeah. Well,
Show
okay.
off.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez. I did like Sam's better, but it really. I think they're just people that do the Costco
What's
thing.
the
are
left side of
just
Sam's look like?
same.
Just like pens and
Yeah, TVs and shit.
post-its and
Yeah, like new kinds of fucking Bose headphones and shit. And,
lawn chairs.
you know, whatever. Like, and like an Xbox pack that you can't get anywhere else.
Trash cans.
Trash cans, they got those.
Mhm.
Stackable
Stackable
dollies,
Tupperware.
350 pack pixie sticks, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff over there.
Fucking yeah,
An
multi-
8-pack of
10-pound
baby
bag
grand
of
pianos.
This is
I
stupid.
only needed 2,
Yeah.
but it's a good deal.
Well, I guess
Yeah, pass
you-
it up.
Are you doing the 6-pack of grand pianos today, huh? Yeah. Well, me and a couple of friends going in on it, and
I'm gonna put them on Facebook
Would you like to try a
Marketplace.
sample?
See.
Bing.
Did you catch the Close Encounters of the Third Kind reference in this film? Because I think it happens right after this. He sits down with a plate of mashed potatoes.
Yes. Oh, and he goes, yeah,
This
is
means something.
yeah.
Did you catch that's what that was from?
I did not. That's what I was about to say was like, there's just a few things where it just, okay, you lost me on that. I didn't get that. It's also funny to see Victoria Jackson sort of playing a straight character,
Yeah, because she's good.
like in
The
real
house
life.
falling down.
Huh? Is it snowing?
Huh?
What happened?
I just-
Hold on. I'm
Just
dealing
a
with
thunders-
Victoria Jackson being gay. What?
I don't know. You said playing a straight person.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Oh.
No, it's just that she always plays like the overly sort of dumb character on Saturday Night Live or really anything else that she's ever been in.
Zany.
And she's not like that at all here.
That voice,
Her
though,
voice
if
is
you
fucking
think,
terrible.
Yeah, it's
okay, Amy, Christ.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
This movie's awesome. When I was 12, this is so funny.
the dude, like the old man, that old man that was in like fucking everything, that comes up for change, and he's like, "Change, you got change?" And he starts to pull it out, and he actually counts out the dollar and change. Thank you, and he lays the dollar on there.
That was funny.
fucking
That
funny.
was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that made me laugh.
$95,
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
All right. And then, and then Fran Drescher, it was a little refreshing. It's been a while since I found her annoying, and she's amazing in Spinal Tap. So I liked it. It was cool. Nice to see her. Quite the rant when they first walk in, though. And she's just like,
and this is my funny Bob.
Yeah. She's like, motherfucker, like every fucking 2 weeks I get a new boss. How am I supposed to move up? Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, and this is Bob. Then so this is one that I think that Chris Burney says all the time. I'm almost positive it's him, but Crazy Ernie's, if nobody comes up and buys a car for me the next hour, I'm gonna club this baby seal.
I'm gonna club a baby seal to make a better deal.
I'll do it.
Because I'm crazy.
I thought that was fucking funny
It's
as well.
funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it reeled me in pretty quickly, and I was just, I didn't mind. I definitely found myself, I watched it today during the day, so my phone was blowing up, and so I kept having to kind of stop and rewind to make sure that I got everything because, yeah,
You don't want to miss anything.
No.
Hey, RJ.
That's up next, Sean.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You okay in there, Pam?
Yes, it's just if it's not one thing, it's another. You know that mailman's really got a screw loose. He delivers us this package. It's supposed to go to R.J. Fletcher.
Who?
R.J. Fletcher. He runs Channel 8. You know, the network affiliate downtown. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to send it back to him tomorrow.
No, that's okay. I'll take it over myself. It'll be a good chance to meet the competition.
You know, George, I'll tell you, I don't really think that's such a good idea. I heard he's not the nicest guy in the world.
Oh, come on. He can't be all that bad. You just gotta know how to talk to those guys.
Yeah, and then you do find out that he is the fucking worst. Like this guy
Fires the janitor
Yeah.
and doesn't try to unfire him when he realizes that the file was just sitting in his chair the whole time.
Yeah, what an asshole.
What a dick.
It's not the way to treat people, RJ.
So let's talk about Michael Richards for a bit. I actually think that my brother might have taken me to see this movie because he used to love that show Fridays, which was kind of like,
you ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do.
No, that's a movie. But they had this, they had a Saturday Night Live like thing on. In fact, it's the show that Andy Kaufman went on and broke character and fucked up the skit on live TV. And Michael Richards came over and poured the water on his head. And they, still to this day don't say whether or not that was canned or what. So he used to play this character named Dick on that, and my brother used to quote him all the time. And it's really cool to me to go back and see this now, like after Seinfeld has happened and run its course, to see the little Kramer little isms. Like he just sort of has always opened and closed doors that way.
Yeah,
or just and like right when he comes in, it's just whoever's to his left. It's just like it scares him or whatever. And so that was really cool because you could see that's probably something he had been developing for quite some time. And then he went and made, Buku's a Bunny.
And then
he's canceled.
Wait, why is he canceled?
Was he the first one to be canceled?
He's one of the OG cancelers. Yeah, he's one of the first guys.
Cancelees?
I mean,
yeah, he's one of the
if
first
you've not
guys.
seen the rants,
it's pretty bad.
It wasn't like I posted
a
picture that I thought was funny 25 years ago.
Right.
And
Right.
maybe now I
Or a bad
realize-
Halloween costume
Yeah,
once.
this was lots of N-words and
a
things
lot
like that.
But live in front of people
During a stand-up, right?
during
It
a
was
stand-up
stand-up.
thing. Yeah,
He was getting heckled, and that's how, I mean,
he just lost his shit.
Yeah,
because
that
the
was
good
it.
videos are the professional comedians who just start ripping on people for heckling.
Well,
Well,
there's-
that's
yeah.
always hilarious.
That's so fun.
There's guys
Not
that make
the-
a living doing that.
Not the N word.
Yeah. No, I mean, and just shouting it for the sake of shouting it too. Like it was really bizarre, almost like he was. And I think that that it came out that he was kind of having a bit of a nervous breakdown, and several of his black friends came out in defense of him, you know. But then there's the, you know, the Dave Chappelle talked about, you know, Kramer. Yeah, you know, Kramer, he done lost everything.
You sound like Dave Chappelle in Half Baked.
Yeah. I want to talk to Samson.
Yeah, I want to talk to Samson. Kramer, he canceled now.
He had sex with
Yeah,
my
he
mama.
had sex with my mama. Oh, it's so good. Hang
Let's
out and
do that
smoke with
movie
me
again.
hang out. I got my bong out.
Come on. Oh, Green Eye's gonna miss you.
You remember a lot of that movie.
I know
Fly me to
every-
that bitch fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Crampton. So good. Oh man. Yeah, that was like her favorite movie.
Oh,
It was a
remember
big
funny
deal.
movies? Remember them?
Oh, remember
We're doing one right
like
now.
when we used to watch them?
Yeah. I thought Mr. Mom was funny. This is funny. I'm on a roll here.
I liked Mr.
I'll
Mom.
pick the
Mr.
next
Mom,
couple.
Mr. Mom did fine. It aged fine. I mean, again, I guarantee you, Mr. Mom is better than movies from the 40-year-old movies in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
it's a fucking great movie, and it's still funny, you know, and it's still kind of got its message and shit. This is a silly, stupid movie. But again, I understand why people like it. Again, and it's because of shit like that, like the Club of Seal, and then just the fucking blind guy with the Rubik's Cube. And he
Is
just,
this it
is
yet?
this it? Is this it? Is this it? And they have him say that's like Family Guy shit. Like he says it like 10 times.
Yeah.
So just to make
Like where it
sure,
stops being funny and then it becomes
then
funny
it becomes
again.
funny again. Yeah.
Oh.
And and you know what's funny about that bit is there's not even people who don't like the Family Guy know that particular bit.
And the first time you see it, if you don't know it's coming, it is weirdly off-putting for a while.
Yeah.
And then gets fun. I mean, I think everybody has the same reaction because no one finds it funny.
Yeah.
At first.
Right. No, it
will
really
break,
does.
It will break people at different times,
Yeah.
depending on how long you let it go.
It really does. It really does start as funny because, you know, that's sort of what you do when you fall down. And then it becomes unfunny because it's like, okay. And then it's fucking hilarious because it's like, how much longer could he possibly go on? And then what's great about that bit is that from then on, anytime he gets hurt, he does the and it reminds you that shit was that funny. But yeah, I thought that Rubik's Cube thing was super
Do you
funny.
think, they have to have Rubik's Cubes for blind people, right? Like a Braille cube?
Nope, they came out and said they're not going to do that.
No, they didn't.
They made a formal announcement. Like,
Yeah. Sorry, all
Press
people
release.
with disabilities.
Yeah,
Signed Mr.
They said
Rubik.
if we can't make deaf people happy, we're not going to go after the blindies.
Right. We it's why is it our responsibility to make every disabled person feel better? Deafies and blindies.
Yeah,
is that
we
it
can't
is now. Yeah.
Yeah. What do we got to fucking make them for people that can't taste? You know, it's not fucking. You know,
I'm sorry. Have you ever done a Rubik's Cube before? You don't have to taste it.
You don't.
Yeah, but what about the people who want to?
Derek makes me lick that motherfucker all the time.
Will
Lick
you
my
save that?
cube. Lick my
Save that.
cube.
Derek makes me lick it all.
Hey, yeah, her husband can do a Rubik's Cube like super fast. And he does that thing like the.
Doesn't surprise me even a little bit.
By the way, I think I've talked about this on the show. Y'all should watch it. There's a documentary on Rubik's Cube competitions.
About those sad little kids that do Rubik's Cubes?
No.
Yeah.
It's sort of, but
Yeah.
it's about like this guy who is like the world champion. And it's, you know, he still lives with his parents.
Huh.
But then like his competition is this autistic kid who literally had no functionability until he discovered the Rubik's Cube, and it like his life started to like come together.
And then he
shit.
like started making friends with people who had the same interest, and
yes.
it was really
And
cute.
that boy's name? Albert Einstein.
Mhm.
There is one for blind people.
That's what. There's a Rubik's cube for blind people. Gotta be.
It just goes nope.
No,
Nope.
No, each side has
No,
different.
no.
Yeah, they
Yes.
have a different texture on it. Yeah.
Oh, one's fluffy like children's touch and feel books.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One's a
that's all it
mirror,
is.
Haley.
Velcro.
a piece of tinfoil in there, kind of crinkled up.
Yeah. On the ones for deaf people, it just has the hand motion for what color it is.
Because they can't see it. What?
I'm just still trying to be blind racist. If we're going to be,
Yeah.
the blindies.
Blind listeners, if you're driving to work right now, please don't listen to Jim.
Roadhouse.
And be careful.
And deaf listeners,
Watch out.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Deaf listeners, do not, seriously, stop at the train crossings and look.
did I already tell the story about me and Bonnie trying to figure out who the famous person at the bar was in
Vegas?
In Hawaii?
I think you did, but it's all new to everybody else.
Yeah, there was this guy and he was like super cool and had this like cool hair and a nose ring and cool sunglasses. And we were just like, that guy's somebody. Like, it's a dark ass bar. And he's like over there looking like a badass. And we're just like, I don't know. And she's like, I don't know. The guy sitting next to him doesn't look that cool. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. And I'm like, I don't know. Just like, it has to be something weird like that. Cause you go to like an airport sometimes in like Nashville or LA. And every once in a while you see somebody, you're like, that's somebody. I don't know who.
Totally.
And then I went to the bathroom and came back and saw his service dog. And he was just a blind guy.
He took his glasses off and
I just didn't.
I haven't seen you since I
He still
fell
looks
into a
super
pool of acid.
cool.
Eyes first.
We're coming after you, Navin Johnson. $1.09.
And 9 cents.
All right. So Kramer getting fired is kind of sad. I mean, it sort of hurt my feelings a little bit.
He'd had that mop since he was 8 years
And
old.
then they took his fucking mop that he got for his birthday when he was 8 years old.
He got a new mop. It wasn't as good as his old mop.
No, not as good.
Pretty sure these days you can't fire somebody with the mental capacity of this character.
You'd have to have a file.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would have had to have fucked up quite a bit. Now,
in an at-will state, you can fire anybody for any reason. And all you have to do is not say, I fired you because you're black, or I fired you because you're homosexual. You can just fire them. And when they come back to you and say, why'd you fire that guy?
Because I wanted to.
Didn't need him. No
you
more.
just say, I fire thee.
I declare
you not
firing.
Working. You no longer work here.
You know, you can't
Let us fire.
Let us fire thee.
You know, you can't just say you're fired. I didn't say it. I declared it.
Yes, I do declare.
Nobody's
you.
ever declared anything at me, I don't think.
Not yet.
Now,
Caleb Crawdad always declares, I do declare.
Caleb Crawdad. I never would have remembered that.
I wonder if you guys, if the youngsters out there, I'm sure that Eric does, but did y'all, so the little person who plays Noodles, who's the camera operator, do y'all recognize him from other movies and stuff? No, that was Billy Barty. He was a very, very, very famous actor back then. And
I recognize him from Willow and Elf.
He was in neither of those movies.
And Austin Powers, I think.
Nope, not in that one either.
And
no. He was
Are we falling short?
He was in a movie He was in a movie called The Under the Rainbow. Great movie whenever I was a kid. And
I knew it as Leprechaun. Yeah.
And that's it.
I don't even see that guy on here.
It's hard.
Noodles?
Oh, there he is.
You have to look
Billy
down.
Barty is his name. Very famous anyway. He did a lot of movies. So the guy trips him and you just want to punch that fucker.
Did I do that?
Oh,
Channeled
yeah.
his Steve Urkel,
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
Stefan Urkel.
No.
but Steve Urkel.
Yeah, man.
Big difference.
You know that I never watched that show. I couldn't watch that kind of
Oh,
thing.
I loved that show.
Yeah, I
You were
can't
just
stand
watching-
when
We
someone
know why you couldn't watch it.
No, I can't stand when someone does like one of those voices like that and then they can't do it anymore, but they still keep doing it, like
A little older. and
yeah,
like, I do laugh.
yeah, it just was rough, man.
You know what show
How
that
do you
was
know
a
if you didn't
spinoff
watch
of?
it?
that show is a spin-off
227.
of
The Jeffersons. Friends?
Nope.
Full House.
The Andy Dick Show. No, I don't know.
Perfect Strangers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
What is Andy
Don't
Dick
be
up to?
ridiculous.
Was Balky and
Don't be
the
ridiculous.
other guy?
Because
Yeah.
the
Anybody
mom worked in the mailroom at where Larry worked at the newspaper.
Larry Bartokamus. Bartok.
No.
Now, and
Bartholomew?
then
That was
both
the
of those were a spinoff of Alf, actually.
No.
That didn't.
No, you're thinking Mork and Mindy was a spinoff of
Laverne and
Days.
Shirley.
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Right. Laverne and Shirley also. Also, Joni Loves Chachi.
Right.
Dude, that would be a good trivia question.
We've done it before.
Oh.
Oh.
Mama's Family. One of my favorites.
You could be which of these is not a spinoff of Happy? Okay, if you've done it before, then go, yeah, I did that. And I'll be like, fucking kick ass, dude.
I literally just said that. We've done that before, but you
God.
didn't say that. You said,
damn it.
Oh, the question
So
could
what
be
is
phrased
Andy
in
up
a way
to?
molesting people.
Who
against
is?
their
Molester?
will.
Oh,
Who
did
is
he
that?
get canceled too?
He's not a molester. He's just a like get in your space on purpose until you get pissed off and punch him, and then
Wait,
all
who?
of a sudden it's your
Andy
fault.
Dick.
Andy Dick.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He just, yeah.
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? What, you want to hit me? You hit me? Huh?
That's not true. It said it included groping people's genitals,
Yeah.
unwanted kissing, licking, and sexual.
He got in
that's what I
trouble
mean.
for something. And
At least 4 members of the production in
Dang.
2017.
yeah,
Damn.
not good.
Ooh,
Gina?
and then accused of sexually abusing 2 underage girls.
Whoopsie.
Oopsies.
In news that is surprising to no one.
I don't know. I didn't know anything.
What was
I
the
always thought
movie where he was
funny.
in like the underground prison that we watched or whatever?
That was
Oh.
Dude, Where's My
Carolyn
Car?
Kumar.
Dude, where's my
Oh,
car?
oh.
I
You're
always think
right.
of him doing
yeah.
the blowjob lessons for old school.
Yeah.
Oh
in
yeah,
old-
yeah, yeah. He was on this show back a long time ago called News Radio,
Mhm.
and it had
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan in it,
Phil Hartman.
Dave,
The late Phil Hartman.
Dave
Come on. Dave Foley.
Foley, yeah, from
Kids in the
Kids in the
Hall.
Hall, and Brooke Shields.
Hmm.
I may have made that up.
I don't remember her.
I wonder if you just type in like any celebrity and then canceled, if like everybody's just canceled.
I think
Probably.
everybody's probably canceled in one area or another. Just some people haven't heard it. You know,
Yeah.
like
We'll get there someday.
you just hope you don't find out.
People listen enough.
You know,
They'll
That you're
find a
what's
reason.
it called whenever you're uncanceled? Like when you've been canceled and now you're back.
Redemption.
You got
Yeah.
reinstated.
Maybe
know?
reinstated is better.
Yeah,
Redemption sounds more religious, though, like bigger.
yeah, that's
Deal.
true.
I don't know.
You guys remember Emo Phillips, the comedian that plays the shop teacher? Yeah. Well, I guess I could. And he does a little bit of his comedy, right? Where he's just like, oh, it's on the floor somewhere. Yeah.
When he goes,
Just call me
I'm
Mr.
just gonna
Butterfingers.
use this. And George goes, table saw.
Yeah.
And he just looks over at him and goes, like, oh, you're so smart.
Yeah. And well, but then he just goes, is my face red?
Oh, is my face red.
Well, then we get to Spatula City, which made everybody happy. So everybody breathed the breath of fresh air here. And
Spatula City, Spatula City.
7
Sunday,
locations.
Sunday.
Uncle Nutty's, excuse me.
Uncle Nutsy's clubhouse doesn't go so well.
No, it does not. No.
Hey, kids.
But then Bob the Clown comes out and he goes, you want to play a game? Look up,
Uh-oh.
look down. Now look at my frying pan. That's pretty cool.
That's a callback to some 1910s type humor.
Sure.
Hitting someone with a frying pan.
Yeah.
Like Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pie in the face.
The
Made a big comeback recently.
The
though.
flour with the
Pieing face.
water
Oh, pie face game.
thing, or the hand shucker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Everett had one of those. He's got
That
the little.
thing actually hurt.
He's got actually what fucking hurts is the fake gum trick. That
No, the-
thing fucking hurts.
The
Oh, the
pin.
little
He's got
snapper?
the pin.
Yeah, he's got the pin. You
Ugh,
push the
that, like,
button
hurts
and
in
it,
your
and it,
ears.
it actually shocks you.
It
The
hurts
hand buzzer
your
isn't
teeth.
that they sell kids now.
vibrates,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just vibrates. But yeah, the pin. But man, that fake gum trick, it slaps your fucking finger and it really does hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we of
Did
course
he get that from the back of a comic book 40 years ago? Or
He got
where's
it,
he getting
he
this
got it
shit
in the
from?
Ultimate Print Kit.
X-ray specs?
Cracker Jacks.
Those Was there ever a good prize in a tattoos?
Tattoos were the shit. Yeah. Then, but you'd get like now it's all fucking bullshit. But back in the day, like you'd get like, a top.
No, they can't do that anymore because kids will fucking choke.
This
They're all
guy
choke on
starts going through the cereal because there's a toy inside, and it made me very vividly think about what's
Tricks.
the Golden Bear cereal?
Oh,
Super
gross. Golden Grams?
No, not
It's
Golden
either
Smacks.
Sugar Crisp.
No,
Which one's the one
Sugar
that looks like a
Smacks.
vagina?
Sugar Golden Crisp. Can't get enough Super Golden Crisp. It's got the crunch with the punch.
Is that the vagina one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
those
and
little
Sugar
vaginas.
Smacks are the same cereal, but by
With the
the other
frog.
company.
Yeah, the frog is what I was
So,
thinking of.
but I
Frog vagina.
remember digging through
Frog
that to get
vagina.
some toy. I mean, that was awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah.
of course, your mom tells you can't just open it up and stick your hand in. You have to wait until.
That's
eaten
bullshit. You
some of it,
got to
but-
beat your brother to the table on
Yeah,
New
you-
Cereal Day.
Yeah, she can't be around all the time, and she's not around anymore anyway.
Yeah.
So
Mine-
she
Open that
can't
shit
tell
from
me
the
what to
bottom of
do.
the box.
My mom we had to start getting separate cereals because he was 5 years older than me and really good at shit.
Yeah, and you'll
And so
fight.
he would always get that I told a story. Actually, it's in here. I told a story one time on the podcast about my brother got the Han Solo sticker out of the cereal, and I was really upset. And my mother-in-law found me the Han Solo sticker on the internet.
What
and
the fuck are you doing?
Actually,
I got
I
it for
found
Christmas.
it for you.
And then your mom got me one too.
Like
So
later.
I was giving your mom credit for it.
No, but I found it for you.
You did, and then your mom got me one, and I was just trying to make it a thing.
Why
No,
are you
the
saying
one that's in here.
Han Solo?
I
Why are you
know.
saying Han Solo?
I'm sorry.
That's his name,
Just
Han
gotta
No,
Solo.
it's Han Solo. And you're either doing that on purpose to be a jerk.
Yeah, he's just fucking with people. He's just. I refuse to accept it. He's just fucking with you.
No, it's Han Solo.
No.
The Popeyes.
Of all the things that you tell me I say wrong, and you're gonna sit over there and act like you think Han Solo is the actual way you say that name. You know that's not true.
It is true.
No, it's not. You know that's not
okay,
true.
do this. Add an S to it.
Han Solos.
Shan Solo.
Brilliant.
Shan Solo.
Add an S to the end of the first name.
Han Solo.
Oh, it's Hans. Like German.
Franz.
Yeah,
Han
yeah.
Solo. That's what it is.
It's Han.
Han.
I'm done with you, Jarrett.
You say Chewbacca or Chewbacca?
I say he's from Kajik, not Kajik. Yeah. Let's not start getting into all that.
No.
We can do Star Wars September.
God, I'm sick.
Sorry,
Man, she is
6 September.
Sorry, I got
She is sick. I don't know if you know this or not, but man, she is really sick in September.
It's going to be a tough
It's
month.
usually my worst month.
3 months from
Except
now.
for May.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't hate.
The how about the guest Earl Ramsey, and she goes, so let me guess, you are against gun control.
You say it's for weenies and
Wimps and commies.
Wimps and commies.
And then he just goes, guns don't kill people. I do. That's all of my Facebook friends from my hometown.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's
1000%.
fucking all of them. Like it's even the ones that try to walk the side of just being just a fucking normal individual. They've
No.
all got to just be dicks.
If I can't have a rocket launcher, then America's going to shit and fuck it all. And we might as well just let Gaddafi come in or whoever they think is the next boogeyman. It was Gaddafi for a while.
Gaddafi.
Remember in the
Yeah.
like, mid 80s?
Yeah, that was a big deal. Yeah, he was
The boogeyman.
yeah,
It's gonna come-
really. But there's always one, right? It was like Gaddafi was after Gorbachev.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah. about
win
the
a
same
couple of,
time.
and then we got Saddam.
Saddam Hussein.
Saddam
yeah.
Hussein.
Before that,
See, I
Paul-
bet you.
Saddam in hand.
I
Pol
bet
Pot.
you. George Bush Sr. said Han Solo.
Probably so, but
Yeah.
he was also a dipshit if he said it that way.
Well, that's not very nice way to talk about one of our presidents.
If he said it that way, we have no way of knowing.
I
We'll
can
never
call-
know,
I
actually.
can call.
Oh yeah, we can't
W.
find out.
I can call W. See how his dad used to say Han Solo.
Oh yeah, ask him how Barbara and Terry are doing. What are the twins' names? Barbara
Jenna.
and Jenna.
Jenna. Yeah,
Terry.
she's on the Today Show now, I believe.
Harry, I think.
You know what's
She has
weird
a
about Saddam
book
Hussein
club.
is like, if you're my age, like he was a villain on South Park before he was like in your real life.
Yeah, true
He
story.
was Satan's
Yeah,
mistress.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
good
that's where,
point.
like,
Yeah,
that
you
came out
didn't
like
really-
99, I think, like the bigger, longer uncut or whatever. Like I was like
Sure.
a little kid, so like it was just like Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, because
And he had a really high
Well, he
voice.
was already in hell.
Here's my little cream puff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, come on. Let's not get too mad about Chris, Saddam.
I never saw that, so I don't
Come
know.
on, Chris.
I'd
Saddam.
rather watch that than the bullshit I watched today.
Oh, I didn't ask Sean what he thought about the movie.
No.
Oh
What the
yeah,
fuck
I
did I
know.
watch?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Oh, you didn't have a good experience with it?
No.
Spoiler
alert.
I'm not letting Kurt in the house.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he's okay. Well, he's not on here today.
Canceled.
No, for that episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I
like basketball.
So I haven't seen that one in a really long time. Now, doesn't that have real big fish in it? The real
Yeah.
big fish?
Yeah, for yeah.
Excited about that. That'll be cool.
Oh, really?
So here we get into just a bunch of bits, which are, again, like you said, I think what you said earlier was perfect. It's like they have all these skits written. He probably was pitching a TV show or like a something, and somebody was like, fuck it, let's just make a movie, and this is what we'll do, and we'll make it for $4 million.
Yeah, you're a creative guy, but we can't put 12 episodes of this bullshit out.
Yeah.
So we'll give you an hour and 37 minutes, get it all out of your system,
Sure.
then go back and make Girls Just Want to Have Lunch or whatever it is. Eat it, fat.
See, I think
Ryer the Kaiser.
in the pitch,
Amish Paradise.
in the
Amish
room that this was
Paradise.
being pitched,
Yeah.
all these ideas sounded funny. They sound funny when you guys talk about the broad description, but then when they're executed, it just didn't.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, I don't
I
know.
agree.
I think
Disagree.
I think that's possible.
Anything's possible.
I mean, so there's movies out there like if you guys have
Anything.
never seen Kentucky Fried Movie, and I probably won't ever make y'all watch it because I really don't think that you guys can make it through, because about 30 minutes of it is a spoof off Enter the Dragon, which
Who doesn't
every
like
kid
Bruce
in the
Lee?
80s had seen that, but like even the fucking jokes are like him making fun of Bruce Lee,
Is that the one where you listen to Wu-Tang and
No,
at the same
what?
time?
No, that's Dark Side of the Moon and
Wizard of Oz.
Airheads.
No, there's a Bruce Lee and a Wu-Tang and
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. But this movie, it has a lot of those similarities. But it's all of those skits are really, really funny. But Plots R Us was fucking funny. There's always plenty of parking, and don't forget to visit our new salad bar. And those people's faces are all just like somebody fucking died, and their plates are all full of shit. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Just the fucking.
If you're tired of cut rate funeral services,
And there's just body parts sticking out of the fucking ground. Just so ridiculous. And then, I didn't remember this Beverly Hillbillies song, the spoof of Dire Straits. But what an interesting thing. I mean, it's funny because when I did that Britney Spears movie, that the label had put so much money into the movie because they were like, this is really just a fucking hour and a half music video.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing this to sell albums. We don't really give a shit if the movie, she wants to be in a movie. So we're going to just fucking start a movie company and partner with somebody else and make a movie. Right. So they did. And so this is super interesting because, he would have spent a lot of money making that video for the Dire Straits song. And it fit in here nicely and was super funny. I really enjoyed it. So
sorry.
What's going on?
I was just curious. I just looked up that movie just to see what the Rotten Tomatoes was on it.
On Crossroads?
And it popped up and I was like, 75. That's surprising. That's like the movie Crossroads from 1986.
Oh, the Ralph Macchio.
The
Yeah.
other one's 14.
14% on
14.
Crossroads.
Yeah.
So this movie is 5 times better than that movie.
Than the
You
Crossroads.
If you can
Worse.
imagine that.
I never saw Crossroads.
I
Britney
love
Spears.
Crossroads.
I didn't either. Why don't?
It's not a bad movie.
No,
It-
it's not.
It
I watched
really
it
isn't.
over
Like,
and over.
Honestly, I think it's interesting
Spice
because
World.
I mean, and the thing is that like the stars. Remember one of the girls is
Zoe Saldana.
yeah, who went on to be in like New Year's
Center
Day.
Stage.
yeah, that shit.
I see how
I love Center
I see
Stage.
how
I
viewing
know.
trivia is gonna go.
And then
Taryn Manning.
Taryn Manning.
Oh, Pennsatucky.
Yep. And then obviously, and then Anson Mount, who is in tons of stuff that you probably don't watch, but Chris was watching some show that he's in, and
Brandon St. Randy.
he's still doing really good. I don't know who that is.
From Zack and Mary Make a Porno, Justin Long.
Oh yeah,
He's like the love interest in that movie, I think.
no. Anson Mount is the love interest in Crossroads.
Oh well, he's a
Didn't you teach him how to play guitar?
dude in it.
I did. Yeah, at a Days Inn in Hollywood, California.
Nice.
Taught him how to play Greatest Day on guitar. So then I love the just how simple Kramer, how simple his character is. It's just like, your show is doing awesome. You want to keep doing it? Do I still get to be the janitor? If you want to,
sure.
I mean, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go clean the bathroom.
Yep.
And Wheel of Fish, I don't know. It was a reach.
It was just a callback to get to you're so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to
Once
bring him
again.
back in.
But then I think around here after Wheel of Fish, we get Raoul's
First we
Wide
get
World of Animals.
First we get Philo's Secrets of the Universe, where he teaches you to make plutonium from common household items.
Yep.
And then Raoul's Wild Kingdom. Now, this dude was in a bunch of movies in the 80s, one of which was Colors, which was the original movie about gangs in LA. And he's the, hey, Holmes, you fucked up. You joined a gang. Like he was like the main guy in this one gang, and a really terrifying motherfucker. And
well, he died about 3 months after this film was shot.
did he really?
Yeah, got hit by a drunk driver, died on impact.
I hate to hear that. That sucks.
Didn't they have to use a
this just
double
in.
for one of his
For one of his eyeballs, yeah.
for a scene?
One of those was looking way, way off stage
Yeah,
left.
that was
Do
pretty
you know
far.
that up until recently, I didn't know that Sammy Davis Jr. only had one real eye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler sings about that.
And so did
Sammy Davis
Jr. only has one eye. Yeah.
I guess I never caught it.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
Lucky to eat so good.
Gobble,
Love
gobble,
to eat turk. Amy has had enough Adam Sandler and Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Oh, no more.
I mean, I love them both.
She thinks both of them are funny, but
Derek overdid it a little bit.
Derek overdid it a smidge, and I laugh the whole time because I'm fine with it. But not the best soundtrack to like unwinding after the kids go to bed, like trying to sit around having
like
some
if
wine.
you're still trying to carry on the evening, you gotta involve people somehow, because we're just sitting around on a giant couch staring at each other's faces.
Yeah.
Listening to Tenacious D while him and Jarrett go.
And they'll just quote the whole thing, which is great because I do the same thing for my favorite movies. But
Sure.
I'm like, is he not looking at my face? Because I'm about to just lay down on the couch and go to sleep right here.
I have never found them funny.
Who? Tenacious D?
Yeah. not
Oh
that
man,
much.
wow. Have you watched any of it?
No, but man, and I think it probably, if I'm being honest, is more of a me thing. When I hear people sing that goddamn "Love You Sexily" or whatever song on
Yeah,
karaoke,
fuck you gently. Yeah.
or tribute,
Love you sexily.
I just
Mental note.
make
or-
love to you peacefully or whatever.
Maybe
it
you
is.
should do a Weird Al for that song.
Wait,
I
so
wanna
okay, so
fist
does,
you.
aside from you, does anyone in the room like Tenacious D?
I like Tenacious D.
I like them.
I'm just trying to figure out
I've
why it's
seen
on
them
the
live.
list. It's in the movie list.
Well, we should watch the movie.
Pick a
The Pick of
Destiny?
Destiny.
But honestly, I've actually never seen that.
But it drives me crazy. And
But
it just
listen to me,
walk
yeah.
out.
But I will tell you this: what the reason? So the album is really funny, like the original OG fucking Tenacious D album, and that's what we were listening to. It is really funny, but it makes it funnier if you go back and watch the original HBO shorts, because then you have established who the characters are, and they also do most of those songs in the show. And the context is in which that they're done is really funny.
Okay, I can see that because I really like Flight of the Conchords.
Same
and I
same
like
premise.
the album, but I'm sure I like the album more because I've seen all of the episodes, and most, if not all of those, are in an episode. So I do get that. So I suppose it's not fair, but man,
They have this one song that's just about their one fan named Lee, and Derek didn't remember the song, and I go, they have this episode where they basically end up stalking their fan, and he fucking has to get like an order of protection against them because they're just want to deliver for this guy so much. But it's on the thing, and it's once he got the context, like we were singing that song for a fucking week. I think he still is. He tried to get Dennis to laugh at it this weekend, and Dennis was like, "I don't know what the fuck you're doing." And so anyway, Raoul's Wild Kingdom was super funny.
He's teaching poodles how to fly.
Oh man.
Okay, I did think that was funny, but I didn't even chuckle. I just in my brain.
Of them at the bottom.
Yeah,
I didn't retain that one at all.
Who's next? Come here, Gigi.
And sometimes it takes them a while. And then
and then here we go.
Your delivery of 3 porcupines.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
anteaters.
Okay, wait. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. Next clip.
Just thought I ought to tell you, sir, there's a lot of talk on the street about this Channel 62. They're starting to get a pretty strong following.
Excuse me? Did you say Channel 62?
Uh-huh.
Do I have to remind you that we are a network affiliate? And we're in competition with other networks, not with a bunch of punks broadcasting out of a closet?
But,
do you enjoy wasting my time? Get out of my office! And take that ridiculous thing off.
Oh, wait, why'd you cut it there?
Yeah, he takes his mustache off.
That was funny.
What in the world?
So what you were referring to though is it actually happens after that. It's his second time, I guess. It's when that delivery comes. And so this is interesting. So he goes down the list and he's like, Badgers, we don't need no stinking badgers. And I remember that being from the Mel Brooks movie. Blazing Saddles. Badges, we don't need no stinking badges.
That's what it's from, right?
Well, no. So I researched it a little bit. Badges, we don't need no stinking badges, is widely quoted paraphrase of a line of dialogue from the 1948 film The Treasure of the Sierra Madre. That line was derived from the dialogue in the 1927 novel The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, which was the basis for the film. So it is in the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movie Quotes. And but the shorter, better known version was first heard in the 1968 episode of the TV series The Monkees. It's a nice place to visit. And then Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles, and then here.
This is a 100-year-old quote.
A 100-year-old quote, wow. a paraphrase of it. So in the it's completely different in the book. In the book, it's badges to goddamn hell with badges. We have no badges. In fact, we don't need badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges, you goddamn cabron. And he calls him a chinga tu madre.
Oh,
yeah,
that's not nice.
You're not supposed to chingar.
However, though, then when the scene is done, it's actually in one scene, a Mexican bandit leader named Gold Hat tries to convince Fred C. Dobbs Humphrey Bogart that he and his company are federales. And so Dobbs says, if you're the police, where are your badges? And Gold Hat says, badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges. So again, it's one of those phrases where it's sort of just evolved into badges. We don't need no stinking. It's like Luke, I am your father, right?
Yeah, he doesn't say
that.
You know it's true.
Yeah, super crazy, right?
And then we get all of that, and then we get the best one, badgers.
Yeah,
we don't need
no the stinking
cherry
badges.
on top.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, probably the best of all of them.
Yeah, the best of my quotes.
Whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa. Anything you want, I could never did. Oh yeah, the best of my quotes. Sorry guys, I'm just redoing my Windows here. It fucked it up when I clicked on that link.
Thought you're on a Mac.
Now everything's on the wrong side. Well, so I use the deal where you, when you full screen it, it goes to its own window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I move around a lot, Eric. And so anyway, when you're on a Mac, it does. There's probably a way to shortcut that, but it fills the whole window up when you open a new tab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so Conan the Librarian, also fucking funny.
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Okay, that's probably the only time I chuckle.
No shit. No shit. Well, there's a bunch more, guys. They become number one in the ratings. That means some money's going to trickle in. So you get to stay fit with Mike and Spike.
Yeah.
Bowling for Burgers becomes a thing.
It was
you know,
very close to a
5 years before
famous band.
5 years before we named our band Bowling for Soup. Strip Solitaire.
That guy's just sitting there sweating.
Yeah.
With his wife beater on.
And then, of course, Practical Jokes and Bloopers. I wondered if you guys... So it wouldn't have happened in y'all's lifetime. I mean, this was in the 80s, but do y'all remember...
Ed McMahon hosting...
and
TV's
Dick Clark.
And TV's Bloopers and Practical Jokes.
TV, do y'all remember that show? No. TV's Bloopers and Practical Jokes. I mean, it was a really big deal. Like, it's kind of like America's Funniest Home Videos back then.
But they'd set them up.
Yeah, big show. So, but then they would do bloopers from stuff and, you know, movies and things. But yeah, they did.
Candid camera.
Yeah,
Like that?
similar to that.
Yeah, I
Similar to
remember
like
that.
Punk. But then, you know, Punked was kind of the cooler version of all of that. But yeah, I didn't think you guys would remember that.
Yeah, because Punked had Kevin from accounting in it. That is a very specific Office reference.
Okay.
Where he claims that his toupee makes him look like Ashton Kutcher.
Oh. We saw him on an episode today of Ricky, Dicky, Nicky, and
Dawn.
Yeah.
Dong.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing porn now?
Dong.
Ricky is.
All right. The last one that gets referenced right here is celebrity mud wrestling. This week, Mikhail Gorbachev.
He's just getting his ass beat by two women in bikinis.
That's
fucking funny.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I think that shit's funny.
I think it's just the age that
you are,
Amy and Casey are.
It's your age. It's not our age.
That
you know what?
That a good Mikhail Gorbachev joke, I think, is just probably a little too cerebral for them.
Yeah,
maybe a little too intellectual. Maybe a little too.
Oh no, we're women though. We don't get it. We don't understand.
World politics. What?
I don't know. I wonder though
Ow.
if I saw this when I was younger, if it would have been funny.
I don't think any 12-year-old girls when I was 12 watching this probably found it funny. It's
No,
only 10 to 13-year-old boys that
These
find
quotes
this funny.
didn't like help you pick up chicks in middle school.
I was 17 years old and I didn't think this movie was funny.
Oh,
hey, want to go to
Yeah,
Spatula
you were
City?
too old.
What?
You were too old to find this
You
funny.
weren't in the 3-year range.
There was one specific demographic. I was in it
really
for a very short amount of time.
Okay.
And that was it. And
You
I'm
know,
proud of it, goddammit.
I'm pretty leaning. I mean, I'm pretty leaning on movies. Here's the thing. It's like, you know, the Jerky Boys movie. A lot of people don't think that movie's funny. I think it's fucking fine. Like it serves its purpose. Like to me, this movie serves its purpose. I was entertained for an hour and a half. I laughed a couple of times. If I was watching this with, you know, I mean, fucking Chris would still be repeating badgers. We don't need no stinking badgers, you know, right now. If I was watching this with like a group of buddies on the bus or something.
Yeah.
But all right. So here the plot thickens a little bit. Mr. Big needs his $75,000 in cash by Friday night at 10 o'clock. They make sure that we know that.
Punctual.
Just pound it in or whatever. What? Sorry, babe.
Go on.
Anyway, so they I forgot about this. And he does like his Phil Donahue thing. Town Talk turns into that. He's like, sex with furniture. What do you think?
Lesbian Nazi hookers abducted by UFOs and forced into weight loss programs.
Yeah. Unlock the mysteries of Al Capone's glove compartment. Roadmaps.
He gets hit by a chair twice.
I mean, the reason that is funny is because Geraldo Rivera did this thing in the 80s where live television, which never fucking happened, live television broke into Al Capone's vault on live TV and it was fucking empty.
It's like a chair with 3 legs
Yeah.
over in the corner.
Yeah. And I mean, it was a real big deal. It was a really big embarrassment, like fucking couple of levels down for his career because he was just
Good, because that sounds stupid.
Oh, it was fucking stupid. I mean, it was kind of like when Shark.
He's not really the sharpest pencil.
You remember when Shark Week got everybody? They were like, "We're gonna race this." You know,
Michael Phelps against the shark. I can't believe people thought that was real.
People bought it though.
Yeah, I thought it was real.
Like just the
How
biggest
was he
bag
gonna
of dumb
race
shit.
a shark? I didn't know how they were gonna do it. I just knew they were gonna do it.
You could have 2 lanes.
Right.
No. Thank you.
Train the one shark to know that it's supposed to swim to the other
Throw
side.
in some fish.
Fish on one side, chum, and then put a plexiglass in the middle.
You guys hear this?
How does the shark even know he's supposed to go fast though? Like, you know what I mean? Like
the sharks auto-programmed by biology.
They have been
to
training
go fast.
for weeks.
And sharks only go fast for short amounts of time.
And that's all it is because it's a swimming pool.
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't have to be the ocean.
I like to go fast.
I'm with you on this one. It totally
They
makes
real
sense.
they real fucking everybody in.
They did another
reeled
thing. I think it
everybody
was
in.
Discovery Channel. Somebody did something. I didn't fall for this one, but it was like a documentary
The
on
Megalodon.
mermaids.
Oh.
Oh.
It was
yeah.
like real mermaids, but like they were these weird little fish things. And you turn it in, they're just like, hypothetically, if these things existed, and everyone's like,
Sure.
fucking son of a bitch.
No, they had a Megalodon mockumentary.
Isn't that a real thing?
Yes,
now?
the mega shark or whatever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
and it had me going for about 15-20 minutes.
Is
Yeah.
that not a real thing?
It used to be, but they made it seem like there's still one out there. And they had expert interviews and stuff like that, but it wasn't
My, like,
real. And
throat's
people
closing up
were
over
really
here. I'm like, I don't want to talk
pissed.
about the megalodon anymore.
I saw Megalodon.
Then they don't. Then don't they do like shark versus rhinoceros in a fight? Like like
Shark
who's the-
versus volcano.
Okay, now I know not to buy that.
It just is so. It's so. Anyway,
The shark wins.
Geraldo fucking sold everybody this bag of goods, and that's what they're making fun of there. A very probably very timely little bit there.
Want to take a break?
We can take a break. Yeah, you guys want to take a quick break? We'll probably fly through these next 3. So
Sure.
I would definitely go pee. All right, guys. If you're hanging out on the chat, why not hang with us? We'll be right back. We're just going to take a quick pee break, and then we'll be right back.
Burger King presents a musical message to Herb.
Come on now, Herbert, don't be shy. You're gonna love plain broiling when you give it a try. It's thing number 1, it's what's happening. Cause what plain broiling does is lock the flavor in. So wherever you hide, come on, show me your face and take the plain broiled burger, a plain broiled burger. You're gonna love the taste. Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you. Tastes like mouth-watering orange, scrumptious strawberry too. Luscious lemon, tangy cherry, sunshine flavors all strawberry too. Right into a Starburst fruit juice, a burst of refreshing fruit flavor for you.
Naturally and artificially flavored.
You want to hear Chicago's hottest music? Catch all the hits on B96.
You feel the power of love. We don't need another hero.
Nobody plays more music than B96. WBBM FM.
What's happening out there? He's winning. I see 3 of them out there. Get the one in the middle. Right. Hit the one in the middle.
It's the Italian Stallion versus a Russian fighting machine when Sylvester Stallone returns as Rocky Balboa in Rocky IV.
Rocky IV is one of 4 new movies we'll be reviewing this week on At the Movies, the movie review program.
Saturday night at 5 here on Channel 9.
Kick off your holiday shopping. 8 a.m. this Friday and Saturday at Sears. You'll find fashions galore.
Half price.
For the whole family. Like these plaid flannel shirts for men.
Half price.
Just $6.49. For mom, classic crew necks in a variety of colors.
Half price.
Only $6.99. For these little girls, Winnie the Pooh pinafore dresses.
Half price.
Only $14.99. Score savings like these and more this Friday and Saturday.
This month for your life.
Starting 8 a.m.
At Sears.
Herb, no matter what you decide, you're still our little boy.
Grow up, Herb. With the help of Herb's parents, Burger King now appeals to Herb, the one man who's never tasted a Burger King burger. Herb, this is how great burgers are made. Flame broiled, not fried.
Aren't you hungry for Burger King?
Of course you are. Herb, do what's good for you. Come to Burger King.
There's a word for someone who doesn't do what's good for them.
The word is herb, Mother. Mark never gave vampires much thought
Hello, tall, dark, and handsome.
until he became one.
Oh, wow, I love your outfits. I'm not wearing a costume.
Now he's losing his girl,
It's like you're not the Mark I thought I knew. You look like Jerry Lewis.
his customers,
Get out of here!
and his mind.
I don't want to be a vampire.
I'm a day person. Nothing is sacred in a tasty comedy.
Can't go on forever.
I gotta go to college. Once Bitten, rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you. Check local listings.
The Lego system starts here with the curiosity of a preschooler and the big blocks of a Duplo building set. And as imaginations grow, so does the Lego system, because most every block fits every other block from every Duplo and Lego set we ever made. From preschool on up, our toys play on and on. Lego and Duplo building sets, the toys you grow up with.
I want my block back.
Tim Hirschner of Cincinnati loves his Honda Civic wagon because he can fill it up with everything he needs to fill up his hot air balloon and still have room for the balloon. The Civic wagon. It's a lot bigger than it looks.
Come on, don't hold a grudge. I didn't know that Alpo beef-flavored dinner cost the same as those other dried dog foods. I never even looked. I mean, who would have thought that Alpo, the one with more meat protein than 10 pounds of sirloin, cost the same as those others? Tell you what, you forgive me, and I'll forget about what you did to my shoes, huh?
Alpo beef-flavored dinner. Real meat protein at a really good price.
Doug Masters, raised on an airbase, born to fly.
Doug, it's your dad. He's been shot down.
You know he ain't got a chance. Jeffy Sinclair, the only man who can help Doug save his father's life.
The Americans must die.
The rescue the government can't risk, they will.
They picked us up on radar. Too late for them now.
Louis Gossett Jr., Jason Gickler, Iron Eagle, rated PG-13. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Real cheese so dear to me, cooks up deliciously, baked in lasagna, perfect on pasta, melted atop my veal, primo on any meal, pizza, gnocchi, and cannoli, so good with real cheese.
Make your meal sing with real cheese.
Is it really possible to suffer cold symptoms in space? You bet it is. It happened to me on Apollo 7, and it could happen on the new space shuttles, too. That's why all manned U.S. space flights carry Actifed. Even in space, Actifed relieves a stuffy nose and sinuses, runny nose and sneezing. But you don't have to travel into space to get full-strength Actifed. It's available without a prescription, right here on Earth. Actifed, the cold tablet most recommended by doctors. Now in capsules and 12-hour capsules.
Bill Cosby, Diana Ross, Eddie Murphy, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, all scheduled to perform on stage in a spectacular entertainment tribute Monday.
No matter how you dress up a burger deal, it's still just a burger and fries. Introducing the Grande Meal Deal from Taco Bell. It's a real meal. 2 tantalizing entrees, a medium drink, and dessert, all for $2.89. Choose from 3 delicious combinations. After all, which would you rather have? More exciting burger box or more exciting food? Grande Meal Deals now at Taco Bell.
Congratulations to the Bears from Channel 5, your exclusive Super Bowl station.
This is the NBC Television Network.
Jack Dundee married the boss's daughter.
10 years ago, I gave you a job so she wouldn't be married to a bum.
He became a pillar of society.
You're a low-life, blackmailing squid.
I will not even dignify that with a reply.
But there was one mistake he could never live down.
You dropped the ball.
So now he's living it over.
I am throwing down the gauntlet. Ow!
What do I do now?
Pretty cool. We want it.
The Best of Times, rated PG-13. Starts Friday, January 31st at Select Theater.
This machine makes metal casings and headaches. The ones I take Anacin for.
Anacin, 23% more medicine than regular pain relievers.
More medicine, no more headache.
Anacin, more medicine.
Try it. Feel the difference between Denerex and regular Head and Shoulders. Denerex tingles. Tells me it's doing more.
Both have dandruff medicine, but Denerex adds an extra anti-itch medicine and conditioner, too.
Goodbye, Head and Shoulders. Hello, Denerex.
Jim's dairy business is twice the size it used to be.
Yeah, Jim's twice the size he used to be.
He's got stores statewide. Had to get an IBM computer to tie them all together.
IBM makes computers that know about the dairy business?
IBM makes lots of different computers for any kind of business, and a lot of different software for marketing, billing, that kind of stuff. The software helps the computer to help Jim run his dairy business.
Jim needs all the help he can get.
He needs software for inventory, sales forecasts. It can even tell him how much milk will be produced.
Yeah, but is anyone telling the cows?
One thing's for sure, his IBM computers and software made his job a lot easier.
Sure did. Sure did.
No big deal making his job easier. It's the cows that do all the work.
This is one share of stock in Channel 62. Our goal over the next day and a half is to sell 7,500 of these at $10 a piece. If we succeed, then the station will belong to all of us.
Now, I'm calling out an SOS. Save our station. Yeah. We got volunteers right over here. They'll be taking your money, and they're going to be working around the clock for 2 days until every share is sold. What do you say, kids? Can we do it?
Oh, Kramer.
Can't they? Though?
Can they or can they not? Yeah.
Or will they come up like $2,000 short?
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see.
We will see.
It's an oddly specific thing for me to reference, though.
I thought when they were just like, hey, we got to pay Mr. Sadowski a visit, I was like, oh, no, they're going to beat up the guy. I thought they were going to like beat him up. And I already felt bad for him for getting fired.
They didn't. They just had a poker game, and he just wanted to play
I Spy, or what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Thinking of something orange.
What you know what it is? You give up?
It's an orange.
It's an orange.
Thinking of something blue.
They wheel him into the other room.
Shut up.
Guys, my blindfold fell off. My blindfold fell off.
And he's using his tongue to try to pull it down.
I got an itch.
Yeah. And then, that's the thing, right? You can't show fucking kids like that, or that dude, the mop. It's like on Goonies when they fucking, what is it? Why does he end up breaking out? Isn't it over a candy bar or
ice cream?
Ice cream.
Rocky Road ice cream.
Yeah, it's a Rocky Road ice cream.
Wait, no, that's Chunk when he's in the freezer, but
no.
Snicker bar.
Baby Ruth.
That was a Baby Ruth.
Baby. Oh, okay. That's what it was. No, he breaks out. I thought he broke out of the freezer because he kept talking. They talk about his mom. About
he bum rushes him.
Yeah. They start talking about his mother.
Tell us everything.
Yeah. I got Everett to watch that movie with me last summer, and he made it through the whole thing. He was pretty scared of sloth, though. Like he wasn't really having that. We actually were just talking about that the other day, and he was like, that guy in that one movie, and he's got the superhero shirt on. He's like, why is he like that? And some people are just born with different things going on.
Some people are born all fucked up. I mean, it's just the way it is.
What can you say,
bro?
What can you say, right?
The Fratellis loved him like a brother.
Yeah. Man, they could also make some pizza. That E. Fratelli's pizza.
Oh God, that's so
God,
good.
it's so fucking good.
The band.
Do we have one of those?
We like
here?
them. No, not. We had one in Flower Mound, but
let's change it. Let's get one here.
Closest thing we can get here is Campese's, which is pretty much the same, but even that's in Frisco.
I don't know if I've had that one.
Yeah.
No, Campese's been around for 80 years.
It's a local
And it
local
used to
place.
be,
Started in Plano. I believe.
Mafia.
No, you started on Mockingbird.
In Dallas, yeah. Yeah.
Ing.
Yeah.
Bird.
Sing.
Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a mafia place.
Mm-hmm. He was
Yeah.
laundering
Probably
money.
still is, guys.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
Hey.
That shit doesn't go away.
Actually,
me.
speaking of that, one of the top-ranking mafia bosses, he's been out for a while. He opened up his second franchise pizza restaurant last week.
What is it?
Called Slices.
It sounds delicious.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel
I
about
didn't
it.
put that together, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
That's a good joke.
Called Stabbies. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stabbies.
Opened a phlebotomist.
That's right. If you do Roadhouse, I'll add it in.
No, I wasn't going to do Roadhouse. I'm actually trying. I'm going to try to get to the bits in a timely manner tonight, not after the show's over.
Bitty bits.
Eric, did this make you horny? Each week when we're talking about a movie, we check in with Eric to see if at any point during this movie he got horny. So let's check in with him now. Eric, what's this week's scoop in horniness?
Well, this movie doesn't have a lot of romantic interest. There's a small subplot getting back together with his girlfriend, Terry. Not as much nudity as you would expect from a Weird Al movie, which was kind of surprising. So the only time I got close was when he was acting like Rambo and he was real glistening and his muscles were real big. That was kind of hot, but no, I did not get horny watching UHF, the 1989 Weird Al. So,
Yeah.
For the record.
All right. Well,
Putting
there
that
you
out
have
there.
it. There you have it. Alert the media. Now, you guys aren't from the pizza place. Sorry, I forgot to say that earlier. How about Gandhi 2?
Yeah, this time he's back for revenge.
He's a one-man wrecking crew, but he also knows how to party.
Yeah, they go into the little nightclub. He's got his little Gandhi robes on. That's a funny bit. Gandhi
It is a funny
2
bit.
in space.
That did make me laugh. The Gandhi 2 thing. Yeah, very, very funny. All right, we're all ready to clip 5, Sean. Jesus, going quick.
Hey, mister! Change? You got change?
You mind? Get out of my way.
Hey, come on, can't you help a guy out? Anything.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Wow! I can't believe it. Oh, thanks, mister. Thanks a lot.
This will come back around.
It will come back. It's pretty obvious what had happened.
Yeah, no
what
kidding.
does end up happening? Is it he gives him like a wheat penny or something?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
and-
an upside down printed airplane. Isn't that a stamp? The upside down
Oh, I don't know.
airplane stamp.
Hmm.
Stamp collectors, if you're listening, right into the show. Let us know what.
One time, my mom has spent many years trying to make up for the fact that she threw away my baseball cards collection, and which I had my Kiss cards, my Star Wars cards as well. And she cleaned out my room and she threw that shit away. And it was not in the closet where it was supposed to be. It was out, and making a mess of the room and whatnot. But she's ever since then, she will just like find a bunch of baseball cards at like some store, and then she'll send them to me, and then she'll forget, a few years later that she sent me those going, "Hey, I found your baseball cards." Right? Like she's still pulling one over me like it's a fucking fish and I'm 5, Well, recently she sent me my coin and stamp collection that she had found in the somewhere in the storage. And I never collected those things.
Did your brother?
He did not.
So how did she end up?
That
with a
was the
stamp
junk
collection?
drawer.
Yeah.
That's what she just cleaned out.
No, I don't think she cleaned out anything. I think she found the shit at some garage sale or something and was like, I'll just send that and we'll just replace what I got rid of.
Jared, I found your doll collection.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I'm gonna mail them all over to your house.
Right. Yeah, can you imagine that?
I can't imagine it because
just like creepy dolls though. Like what are those ones? Madame
Tussaud.
No.
That's the wax people.
Yeah, no. There's these dolls that Emma used to have a couple of them. Madame
American
Alexander.
Girl?
Madame Alexander, is that a thing? Anyway, no, not American Girl, but me and Casey always thought it'd be really funny to have a guest room and like line the walls with shelves, but literally put like 100 just fucking creepy dolls in there.
Yes.
But never make it a fucking thing. Like, don't ever say anything. Just like, okay, well, just enjoy that.
Night night.
Yeah, I'll go on up. Go on up.
So
Sweet dreams.
my best man at my wedding, he had rented a house in Plano, off Park and Independence, right by the high school. The second story was like a big game room, kind of like what you have here, but no other rooms, just one big room.
Right.
And it's, it's all wood paneling walls. They're up there. They put a pool table. They're all playing pool. Something happened and he like bumped into one of the panels, and the panel opened up.
What?
And there was like 4 guys up there.
Yeah.
Sex dungeon.
And they were like, what the hell is that? They peek in there and they all can go in. And in the back corner is just old dolls all piled up in like a pyramid. And there's like a little tea table with like shit set. Come to find out, the guy who originally lived there went through 4 wives. They all just mysteriously died in the house.
No.
But they found this secret other room. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wacky.
Rest in peace.
Wait,
Sean's best man.
he should have known that buying the. Oh no, he didn't buy it. He was renting.
He was
it?
just renting it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not in every state, right? Like in Texas, you have to disclose if someone has died in the home when you sell
You do.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
that's not in every state, right?
I don't think it's every state. I was listening to I can't remember. It's either Sword and Scale or the Big Mad True Crime, and they were talking about how this wife had like the husband had been shot by someone else supposedly, and when her brother got on site, she was just like, how am I ever going to be able to sell this house if he died here?
God,
it
that
was
was
like,
first thing in her mind.
fucking weird, man. Like that's
Well, I thought it was only you have to register it if they like got killed, not like passed away, like natural
I
causes.
think you have to
I think
tell
it's
people.
anything.
Oh,
I don't know.
if I'm just laying in my bed and choke on my own vomit after a night of drinking, I don't think you have to tell people that. I think it's
You
like
have to put it
if
on the
their-
Carfax.
if their brains ended up on
Like a
things.
Like a crime scene type thing. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I thought it was any death.
Yeah, I thought me too, because people are weird about shit, man. I don't know.
Well, it's a biological certainty, people, so you might as well get used to the idea that at some point
I would totally buy a
everybody
house if
you know
someone
and
died
love
in it.
is
I'll
gonna
find
die.
out because
Are you saying that getting old sucks and everybody's doing it, Eric?
Yeah, and then they die.
Oh, right.
Is
God.
that part of the song?
No, that's the follow up.
No,
so
that's next.
I'll wait another month because you guys hear about that Allen murder, the whole entire family. That's literally 20 houses down from me.
No shit.
Oh,
And when we drove by, like there's people put a little memorial out front, but I'll watch the Zillow. I'll keep an eye on it and see if it mentions it.
Yeah.
well, I don't think it would show up on that kind of a listing. I think it's disclosed through your realtor, right?
I would think if a whole fucking family gets murdered in a house, you have to be told.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Real estate agents of the world.
I'll
let
ask
us know.
Gary tomorrow, and we'll find
Report
out,
back.
and then we'll report back.
Talk about it on the Rockstar Dead show.
We could do that too. All right. Did we do? Thank you, Mister. Yeah, we did. Okay, so
They get them on camera. See,
they do. Yeah, the community means about as much to me as a festering bowl of dog snot.
yeah. And have you ever had one of those?
No, I haven't.
It's a delicacy in Japan.
Yep.
But
okay.
I did not try it.
Got it. Speaking of Japan, I thought the lyrics, we were going to do Eat It, but you weren't able to bring your guitar because it was a little bit nutty. And that's fine. To be honest, I didn't really want to do it.
Okay, well, why don't you just say that?
I don't know because we're
friends. You're allowed to say no
because I know that it's good for the show when we do that shit. So I'll just do it.
That bullshit.
But one of the lines in Eat It was like, and don't you know that other kids are starving in Japan? So eat it. I'm just like, is Japan what we think about when we think about starving kids?
Maybe in 83 or whenever
89. I mean, I don't know. I think it was
That
always
album
Africa.
didn't come out in 89.
Oh, good point. Good point.
That's
Yeah.
when Even Worse came out, probably.
Yeah, you're right.
With Fat.
Good point. Yep.
No, I'm fat.
I'm fat.
Ham on.
You
Ham
ain't
on
fat.
roast
Ham
beef.
on.
You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong, yo.
Martin Scorsese.
That's fucking. Hey, how about a slice of pizza? I got another slice of pizza here somewhere. Just pulls it out of his pocket. They did such a good job on both those videos, recreating the two, other videos. It was fucking great. I mean, he had to have had ridiculous budgets for those.
There's not enough roller skating in music videos anymore, but there was in both Bad and Fat.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
We knew a guy at Thunderbird Roller Rink in Plano that could moonwalk on skates, and it was so fucking rad. Oh my god! When we would go there, and skate around to pour some sugar on me.
It fucking looks cool, right?
Oh, and he would just.
Bet he was slaying all the women.
Oh, he was all that tail, eating those big pickles and having an orange soda.
Yeah,
paying an extra $1 for speed skates.
They had the white wheels.
Yeah, they were
Are those
black.
roller
They were
blades?
black with the white wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead of tan with orange
with the orange wheels. Yeah.
What?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
speed skates, and it's like a thinner wheel too.
Oh my gosh,
And
I
the
didn't
bearings were a
know.
little more loose.
Yeah.
And what? Yeah, you can cruise on those things.
And I was pretty into skate. I mean, I wasn't ever any good, but like, we had our own skates, and like, for your birthday, every once in a while, your mom would like get you new wheels and stuff, and you'd go pick them up and spin, and that motherfucker would just spin forever. But then you get on that, then you fucking get on the rink for the first time of those things, and it's like walking on fucking ice. Like it's just your feet just right up from under you.
This is slippery.
You got to learn to skate all over again.
Yep.
Oh man, the best thing about skating for me was when I learned how to come off the floor and like be able to like do the sideways stop thing. That's a really big deal.
Guys, let's go do hibachi dinner and let's go roller skating.
Go roller skating. Yeah.
Let's go get drunk somewhere.
Let's rent wheelchairs before we even.
I don't know if that. I mean, I'm not getting on roller skates anymore. That's a bad idea.
It's terrible. One of our nephews had a birthday party at or somebody we went to a birthday party with Eller, and he had the little cage thing
PVC pipe thing,
but someone has to go out there with him, and it was me. And you would think all those summer days when my mom would just drop us off at 10 and come pick us up at 3 after she got done with her shift at the church office, you would think all that would stay in there. It doesn't. And when you fall as an adult compared to a kid,
it's a lot farther.
It is horrible. And I was sore for a week, not just from the falling. That was part of it, a big part of it, but also just that type
Using
of
the
exercise.
muscles.
Using different muscles.
Using any muscles, really.
So I guess we went to a few birthday parties and this is before we moved to, and I'm thinking Jack was like 5. And so like 10 years ago, I was getting out there and doing it. But I think now it's just too late. Maybe I lose like a shitload of weight. I get that confidence back, but I didn't fall down. I mean, but I didn't fucking try to, do the rubber leg, which was like this fucking dance we used to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
All of it.
Yeah.
Did they do couple skate in the opposite direction while you were there?
But the thing is, couple skate, I never could skate backwards, so I always had to be skating forwards.
What do you mean? You don't have to skate backwards. You can just hold hands.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I mean, you get to a certain age.
That's difficult, though.
Yeah,
holding hands, and also this happens in movies a lot when people, like a couple, are running away from something. Why do they hold hands?
Because they're stupid. They don't want to go fast.
Oh,
running,
good call.
skating, all of those things are really difficult if you're holding hands.
Running, especially. Yeah. Now we know.
Well, knowing is half the battle.
When he's trying to get out, when Kramer's trying to get away from him, and he stacks he stacks all the shit against the door, and then just up at the top there's just a book
Yeah, leaning.
Just leaning.
It was
keeping 'em out.
important to the structural integrity of the whole thing. to
That
have the
was
book there.
fucking funny.
And
I
then when they
laughed-
break the window and he starts
Yeah.
moving all that shit.
I laughed out loud on that when when he just is positioned the book and it's all just like, gotta keep him out of here. And that made me, that was funny. Let's see. And then obviously that I like how back in the day in movies they used to do this all the time where they put a camera up in somebody's office and it's sticking out like 4 inches
Right.
and it's just this and it's moving and shit like you would never.
But back then, you're like, ooh, that's sneaky.
100%. Like you're like, yeah, I would fucking never notice that.
Yeah,
It's-
Philo was up in the Die Hard tubes
in the
What are
Mission
those?
Impossible area.
Ventilation system.
Yeah,
HVAC.
technology's come so far. Like you guys have never even noticed the cameras in the bathroom.
Nope.
Yeah, well,
Am I the only one that like I'll go in someone's bathroom like, where is it?
Yeah.
I know they want to watch.
You'd have to have super zoom anyway for me, so it doesn't matter.
There's like a thing. They have those ones that look like outlets, and there was one like in a McDonald's that got found, and like it was
Ugh.
not placed there by an employee. Like it was like placed there by like
God,
just a
that's
fucking
so
weirdo. And it had been there
weird.
for like a really long time.
Chuck Berry, noted rock and roll guitar player, Johnny B. Good. I think he got in trouble for putting cameras in rental properties bathrooms that he had.
Oh, man.
He also farted in a prostitute's face during sex, and there's video of it, and you can actually see her pop up like, what the fuck? And Chuck Berry does what anyone would or should do if you're paying a prostitute to give you head, is just like, get back down there. I am paying you to suck my dick, not complain about the fart I just blew in your face.
Is he gonna pay for like the pink eye drops?
He doesn't have to do that. The transaction begins and ends with your mouth on my genitals, and that's it.
Is it really on the internet?
Yeah.
My God,
I'll
I'm
have to
watching
look that up.
Yeah,
I'm,
no
watching,
kidding.
I'm watching that as soon as this.
I
podcast
got down
is
this
over.
Chuck Berry rabbit hole. There's a video of him playing on like a variety TV show with John Lennon, and they're doing this old blues standard, and it's going really well. And then about a minute 42 into the video, here comes Yoko Ono, who prior to this had just been sitting back playing a little drum, and that bitch grabs a mic and does her Yoko Ono screaming, shrieking, shrill thing. And it looks like Chuck Berry takes a shit in his pants as he's standing at a mic playing guitar, and that happens behind him. And he's just like a gun went off behind him.
I'll be honest. I think I found the video, and it's even so sketchy that I don't even want to click it.
Uh-oh.
I think that
It's
might
out
you might
there.
be on your own, babe.
Oh, I'm fucking watching that shit.
I think you watch it on your phone, you don't get risk like infectious
Macs don't get
viruses.
viruses anyway.
Well, that's not really true, but
Yeah, he's
okay.
in IT. He knows.
Yes.
I
The
forget-
IT department I work for
I forget you're in IT
is on
sometimes.
record.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. I
Some
like
people
when he's
never
just
forget.
like, I'm like when he's just like, okay, they've got Stanley held captive. I'll handle this. And he just takes off running, you
Yeah.
know, like through the streets.
Kind of expected, because I hadn't seen this in a while since I was probably 14, and it was still hilarious then. Expected him to look up and just be at the end of the driveway of the station.
Yeah.
You know, that little bit where like
Sure.
you're running, but
Yeah.
the camera
You
pans
haven't
out,
really
you
gone anywhere.
Yeah, that's a good one. They could have used that.
Well, the whole Rambo thing was funny. I mean,
And it's a send up of firing it, you know, like the Star Wars thing.
Sure.
Stormtroopers have such terrible aim.
yeah.
And that was this thing. They're standing 3 feet from each other.
Yeah, and then just sneaking out like they did. I mean, just like right by the guys and just actually like you're tiptoeing, and then like the whole line of dudes shooting at him, and then he just goes wipes them all out, and then there's the chewing of the bullet, all of that. Then actually using the audio of Sylvester Stallone. I'm your worst nightmare. Pretty funny. And then Red Rum, you'd have to know The Shining to get that. But then they open up the door, supplies. Can't do that anymore.
It's the best gag of the movie, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Because it said supplies. But when they jump out and say supplies, but it sounds like surprise.
Right. I got it.
Got it.
It was more for Amy.
It's like deck the halls
with Santa's balls.
Right.
Yeah, did you know that some Japanese people have cataracts?
Oh God.
And then some have rinkins.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a clip.
You know I'm just gonna tell it again. I got like 8 designs done by this Japanese artist who's like really fucking good and really, really known, like really good. And he's done like bunches of the bands that I listened to growing up and a bunch of bands, and it was fucking, it was cool. And it was actually not cheap, but also, it was a good investment. All the designs came out great. So I got the email, and some of it was in Japanese and some of it wasn't, but you could clearly make out what was what. And I sent them on to Bandware, who does our printing, and I get an email from Todd, who runs the manufacturing up there. And he says, so you want to go ahead with these Bowring for Soup shirts? And that it's spelled like that, right? BOWRING for soup shirts, right?
That's
hilarious. And I go, yeah, fucking funny. Yeah, I want to go with all of them. He writes back and he's like, okay, just making sure. I mean, like, how many of these you want to do? And I just the questioning really, I mean, it was just odd. And it was in email, by the way. So like, that's not how we do. Like I send them the thing. And most of the time I'll go, you just come up with the quantities based upon what I've done in the past, what we've got, whatever. But it went on enough emails to where I was like, hey, what the fuck is he talking about? And so I go to it, and sure enough, out of the 8 or so that I got, one of them really was spelled BOWRING instead of L for soup.
Can I get one?
I want that. I've been saying it forever.
So the design exists, and we still have it, and we could print it, but I mean, I don't know. You'd have to know the story to think that it's funny.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I know the story, and I've been asking for one for years.
If I saw someone wearing a shirt like that,
yeah,
Bowring for Soup.
But you wouldn't notice. I mean, he looked through them.
You would not notice.
I looked at all of them.
You really wouldn't.
You just don't even like see it until you do.
It's like there's this meme going around right now that's just like, well, the government's telling me I have to take this vaccination, then I guess I'm going to have to do it.
Oh,
right?
Mandatory. Yeah.
Mandatory vaccination. And of course, all of my Wichita Falls, are just like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to unfriend you and blah, 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 blah. And people are like, read it again. And that person's still like, yeah, I read it. I'm not getting this gosh darn blasted vaccination.
Blasted.
Well, it says you finally figure it out. If once you stop and slow down, it says vacation.
Government's going to enforce mandatory vacation.
I must have read that 10 fucking times and I did not get the joke. And then finally somebody said, look at the V word. And I was like, oh. But yeah, I mean, I guess I just look at so much that says Bowling for Soup. Honestly, one time we were doing the Tell Me When to Woe CD release party at the Aardvark in Fort Worth. And I have a photo of this actually. It said, tonight, Bowling for Soup CD release party. And everybody kept coming up and just going, like, sign's hilarious. What? Like I go up there. It said Blowing for Soup at our CD release party too.
That's even funnier.
Yeah.
Like that you're desperate enough to blow somebody for soup.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we were hungry.
Dueling trivia.
All right, so this should be interesting. Amy fucking hated this movie, and Eric loves it. You guys know the drill. These two compete each and every episode in a round of trivia where one of them asks one the question, the other one asks another one a question. Right now, Amy, I believe, is ahead by 3. Is that correct?
She's up by 2 right now.
By 2. You guys tied last week, and so
she hasn't missed one in 7 fucking weeks.
Here we are.
Here we are. And I believe it is your turn to ask first, if I'm not mistaken, Eric.
Amy's turn to ask first.
Then fine, fuck.
Let me see here. I feel like this one is probably easy, but that's one of the few things I picked up. What does Stanley order at the bar?
Stanley or George?
I wrote Stanley.
Weird Al?
Well, I wrote Stanley, but
So Stanley is Kramer.
yeah.
What does Stanley order at the bar?
Stanley doesn't go to a bar, does he? George orders a blueberry daiquiri. Bob orders a beer.
Okay, then it was George.
Did you have blueberry daiquiri written
Yeah.
down? Okay.
But
well,
sorry, I'm sorry. I wrote Stanley.
That's okay. That's okay. I knew blueberry
But that
daiquiri.
was the funny one.
All right.
Way to go.
Fine.
You can see where this is going.
Christ.
Good job, Eric.
Way to go.
I thought I had forgotten an entire scene of the movie.
Well, and it's funny because I remember writing this and I'm thinking, well, I don't remember it being Stanley.
Blueberry daiquiri. All right. Well, we talked about Conan the Librarian earlier, and we even said, don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
Mhm.
But what is the little guy? He says, do you have any books on
Astronomy or astrology? No. Astronomy.
astronomy? Is correct.
Oh,
Wow.
All right.
Another tie this week. So Amy stays up 2.
That's correct.
I do think Conan the Librarian is funny.
It is funny. And that leads us to Kramer up on stage saying, are you with me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't. Oh, wait. Earplugs come out. He can hear him fine.
You should do that on stage.
Yeah.
With your in-ears.
That's not a bad idea. So, you know, here it's
not
just
a
a bunch
good
of plot.
idea.
It basically just a bunch of plot stuff. Not really any gags. I mean, RJ Flesher with the special report. This may upset you. System override, and they play him talking about how everybody's the fucking weirdos and shit. He goes, I always know I've got them exactly where I want them. And does he point to his dick there?
Goes like this.
Like down. What? Oh, in the palm of his hand. I didn't see his hand. I just thought he was pointing to his dick.
Maybe the captions were over it.
Could have been. Yeah, that's possible.
Hands.
Well, so the bum that got the crazy wheat Benny. Man, I'm a mess. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
He goes, I'll take whatever you got left. Here's $2,000. So they make it.
That's just what they needed.
That is exactly what they needed to do it.
Woo!
Yep. And that
I
leads
was
us
nervous.
to our last clip, Sean.
Mr. Big Louie, sir, my Uncle Harvey wanted you to have this. $75,000. That's all there.
Now, let me tell you something about the way I've been
Harvey?
victimized by these people. Hey, what's going on here? Now, wait just 1 minute. What do you think you're doing?
We did it! The station's ours!
You can't do this! We had an agreement, remember? An oral contract. How so?
Blow it out your ears, scuzzbag.
Got him.
Got him. So yeah, then suddenly Channel 8 is stripped of their license from the FCC because
Well, they were late in filing their renewal.
and they've been watching, and he's been being a dick.
Yep. Bad boy.
So fuck him.
So what's
Then
he gonna
his
do?
son is tripped by the little person who he originally tripped and goes right into the mud and has to go for his daddy.
Noodles.
Noodles.
Tripped
That's right.
him.
Noodles. And then Philo returns to the planet Zarkon.
Yes. Well, his work here on Earth was
Yep,
done.
and that was it. And
Fly
then
on, sweet prince.
then the bad guy gets kicked in the nuts, which is how every movie should end.
And the homeless guy ends up with a Rolex.
And the homeless guy ends up with a Rolex.
Which is what RJ wanted for Father's Day, and his son got him some, Seiko or piece of crap.
Yeah.
Anyway, what can you
let
say
us know.
about
Okay, so you picked this movie. Had you watched it like anytime recently, or no? So
no.
you haven't watched this since you were a kid.
There was plenty about it, just little gags that I didn't remember, but there was a surprising amount of this that I knew what was coming, was laughing before the things happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I try very hard to be as understanding about these things as I can. Movies that other people watched as children will maintain a certain amount of humor, a certain amount of a place in your heart, a certain reminds you of a time when all of those things. And this movie does that for me. It is not a good movie as far as cinema is concerned, but to me, it was still funny. It reminded me of watching this with my brother, going to Blockbuster and picking it off the shelf, and can't wait to get home, even though we'd seen it so many times. I think Weird Al is a national treasure anyway. So I enjoyed watching it. Again, I wouldn't fault anybody, Amy, or anyone listening, for just suffering through this, especially if you're watching it for the first time as a grown-ass adult. Watching it as a grown-ass adult for a movie that's over 30 years old. But to me, it brought back all the same feels and feelings. I loved it.
And that's why I feel bad for bashing it, because when he says those nice words.
Well, when it means something to somebody, that's
but
all right.
You don't need to feel bad, because I take dumps on movies that other people feel that way about all the time.
Like, I always think of Beetlejuice comes to mind, and I'm like, well, this is my Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's a frame of reference issue, and that's okay. I mean, that's what makes people, is your combined experiences and when and where and what was going on when you saw this certain thing.
You never know how it's going to go, too. I mean, it could have been like The Burbs. We could have all convinced him that this was the worst fucking movie that's ever been made, but we didn't do that. Now,
we couldn't have.
No, you know what? I enjoyed it. To me, it felt very it was just an 80s movie. This is the way they all felt back then. They all just sort of had this vibe, this pace, this edit. Everything always ends with the crowd and with the guy hugging the girl at the end and everybody jumping up and down. Just, how it always ended. Casey, did it make more sense to you with us talking about it?
You mean just saying what happened the whole time?
That's pretty much what we did.
Were you able to pick up on some of the really intricate plot points?
Yeah. I'm glad I watched it for the sake of just having that pop culture knowledge for if anybody ever asked me if I saw this fucking stupid movie. I don't know. It was fine. I really don't have any feelings about it. Not really good.
That's what I'm saying. You were just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
I saw her
there was
halfway through it. Yeah.
For sure. There was a couple parts that are funny that I will probably keep in the very back of my brain.
Sure.
And then the rest of it, I don't think I could tell you any character's name, including Weird Al's real name.
Right. Yeah.
Stanley?
No, that was Kramer.
So, yeah.
George.
Stanley Kramer.
Except for Noodles.
Now, Amy, you didn't like this movie, but you did laugh during a few things while we were talking about it.
Yeah. Watching you guys talk about it is funny.
That's what
I feel like
Sean
I shouldn't have
said.
watched it alone.
That's what Sean is just like, you guys describing it back. It's way more funny than actually watching it.
No, watching it was torture.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, look, that's the thing, right? If our schedules were such that before we did an episode, we watched next week's movie together or some shit.
Okay, that would be different.
That would be different because, or would it? Or would we already be talking shit?
And it'd be fist fights.
Yeah. Just hurt feelings.
Out mad.
Yeah.
And I don't want that for
No,
anybody.
nobody needs that. I think that's okay. Again, I found, I'm glad we watched this because people do talk about it a lot. I put that we were watching it in my Facebook feed and, a bunch of my friends who were my age started putting quotes in there, which I thought was really funny. And Sean, you had to sit there and watch this and actually pay attention and pull clips. And you're pretty much sticking with your original review that you could take it or leave it. Yeah. All good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. We got a couple of more things to take care of. It is time to check the email box.
Oh, hang on. Forgot we did.
Okay.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Can you re-record that with Sean going?
By the way, on that, so did Zoe used to watch that Ricky, Dicky, Nikki, and Dawn or something? How did you know about that shit?
Because I've
just seen it,
been around life.
So there's a teacher on that show. It's bad. That show's bad, but it's not near as bad as a lot of the shows that Nickelodeon and some of these channels come up. Like Richie Rich, like that. It's unwatchable. It literally is.
The Macaulay Culkin?
No. The series that they came out with a few years ago on whatever station it's fucking literally unwatchable.
It's painful.
You can't get through it. So this Ricky Nikki show, you can kind of get through it here, and every once in a while something actually kind of funny happens. But the teacher, it's so stupid. The teacher just will go, yeah, and so just so everybody knows, we have a thing coming up this week. Like it's a tick. So he just every once in a while just has Kermit the Frog voice or something, and then he just comes right back out of it and just keep talking like that. We have to go to the hallway. You know,
they wrote the character like that,
I
or did
guess
he come in
so.
there and go, guys?
Here's what I got. This good idea.
They brought me in
as an
technical
artist
consultant.
Yeah.
and
Right.
I
Yeah.
guided
Yeah.
it
With
through
Sean
it.
all along.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna learn about space today. Space. Oh.
Space.
Good. Moon. Russians already went.
Okay, that show is fucking awesome.
Did you finish it?
No.
Oh,
Look,
Ugh,
I don't have
Jesus.
hours a day to watch TV like you do.
He's in IT.
Yeah, my IT
He's
job keeps
busy.
me busy with information technology things.
you need to.
Well, go to fucking Quick Trip.
I don't even have time to do that most days.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for understanding.
probably not.
Well, it sounded like you did when you said yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
No,
No, yes.
that's a very bad rule.
Well, I'm not even saying it's a rule. I'm just going by what you said. You said yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like a cool job to me.
Well, yeah, IT. I mean, it's challenging, but also rewarding.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Isn't
glad
Tim
you
in
agree.
IT?
Well, I'm fucking drinking. What are you talking about?
Well, it's Monday here, Tim. So
He is. No, he's. Yeah, I think so. I mean, but yeah.
Like,
No.
is he in IT as much as you just consider everybody that has touched a
I
computer
think
is
so.
in IT?
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
think it's that. Yeah.
you use a computer all day?
Yeah.
Like when you're working and I'm like, hey, do you mind if I'm up here doing IT for a while?
Yeah,
Like
that's
like,
exactly right.
like,
Yeah.
That's what this is, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at a recipe. All right.
I'm gonna
Well,
live stream from my IT machine.
I'm typing. It's IT.
this appears to be a review that someone left on a platform. Sean, do I
Yeah,
need any more
it's on
information on that?
iTunes. Mhm.
This is an iTunes review.
But we got an email for it. So
Hey, she's hot.
Yeah, she or he. We gender undefined, undisclosed. Best podcast ever. 5 stars, you guys. That'll teach me to try to leave some room for applause.
Oh,
or-
okay. That's
Yeah.
actually
that
it.
was-
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean, like, I'm fucking over here crying wolf, just going, I'm not stepping in this shit. Not going to happen.
Best podcast ever. 5-star review, guys.
Love it. Hey, Eric, how can people find
Not
us?
done yet. I'm just trying to get through this thing. I was trying to leave some space.
He wanted you to push the button, Dave.
Love listening every chance I get. Always a fun time. Holiday in Stap. That's it.
What button?
The
The
applause
applause.
button.
5-star review, you guys.
Sorry, buddy.
Third time's a charm.
Nope.
That's really good.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not
so
just
sorry.
your little performing monkey over here. I don't.
I'm getting my own iPad.
You're literally a performing monkey. I don't know what you're a performing mouse.
He's not
It's
my
much different.
performing monkey, he says.
That's right. I over here performing on my own. You know, isn't that right, Tim?
Yo.
I will never not think the Tim soundboard is. I mean, I will think that's funny until the day.
We just
I
have so many people that like probably started listening to this like way after and like will never actually even understand what the
Right.
fuck that
We
is.
should just call him the Tim soundboard then, just
Yeah.
because it's funny. He can carry on a conversation. What's wrong,
Is there
Eric?
another
Did we
email?
hear? Did we? Is there? No,
Uh-oh.
there was only one.
You said stap.
What happened?
He's watching a fly.
What? Did we hurt your feelings?
No. I'm participating in the show just as much as you were.
Is there
Oh,
more?
I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know to go to applause.
Are we
Wanna
gonna
do
have
it-
an adult
Do you want to
fight?
do it one more time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you sure?
The 2 times I already did it were terrible.
Three.
Not gonna
3
talk to
times.
me like that in my bar.
All right. Well, Eric, how can people connect with us if they want to?
Yeah, if they want to. Our website is jarrettgoestothemovies.com. On Facebook, a couple of options there. Jarrett Goes to the Movies and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. You will want to subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. On Patreon, that's where you can support the little podcast that could. Go to patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com, or text, leave us a voicemail at 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Back to you, Jarrett.
Thanks for sharing our post when we had a new episode. We appreciate that. David John Bywell, Gaz Stewart, Richard Reese, Breshawn Harvey, John Conley, Dan Roden. I think that's right, Dan Roden. Rob Taylor, Cheryl Burnshaw, Michael Labonovitz, David Kendrick, Kurt Fletcher, Gage Strickland, Greg the Hammer Stevens, and Vinny Cataldo. Guys, this has been a fun one. Good pick, Eric. They can't all be all of us like them, but I'm glad we did this one. Super fun watch. Super fun show. Thanks for making it here through the weather. Be safe going home, Eric. And for those of you listening, we will see you guys down the road.